Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
Y'all
Yes, sir.
know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It is I, the illustrious homie Mac, aka your boy.
And I am bred like a king, made as Kelvin Cately. Welcome back to episode 37 of the Smoke Pit here on the DFPN. Hope everybody had a good week, man. This is going to be a good show. We got a lot to cover tonight. A lot of stuff happened this week as early as today, so we here to talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all kick back. Y'all got y'all drinks. Y'all in party mode or whatever y'all doing. I hope y'all just watching this shit, really. But you know what, Mac? Before we get into that, man, let's get into the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, shout out to the plugs. Go to www.gettheplugs.com. Enter in code INT15 for a 15% discount. And you will be getting some very, very great earbuds. So please go to www.gettheplugs.com. For all my musicians out there, go to Audio Swim at www.audioswim.com, and you will be able to get a track on record on the premier platforms across the world for only $5 a track. So go to audioswim.com, and if you need the representation, they've opened it up, man. They got sports, they got an E-League. If you're in the esports, they're representing those guys too now. So go to premierelement.com. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Subscribe to the Dat Feelin Bandcamp. Go to datfeelin.bandcamp.com, and you will get access to DFPN, Dat Feelin's entire library to include unreleased tracks that the world hasn't heard yet, or y'all be the first in line. Hint, hint, there's gonna be something on there next week that you guys might love. You know what I'm saying? So go to datfeelin.bandcamp.com, and you guys will be able to listen to all of our library. Then this show, as well as many others, backstage, behind the scenes, everyone who joins will be getting patches. So if you want to get access to patches, join our Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/datfeelinpodcast. You will be able to see unreleased episodes. We do have those on there. New episodes coming. We do have a show from Brother Marquise of the Two Live crew. He has joined the DFPN. Shout out to him and Nicole. So shout out to you guys. That episode will be on the Patreon shortly. So shout out to everybody that has contributed, everybody that read up, everybody read up this month. So shout out to all of you for re-upping and continuing to support the cause. We appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. We get a lot of stuff done with this, so thank you very much. And then we do have merch. So go to teespring.com and search for Dat Feelin Podcast. And we do have new merch, the brackets over everything, which I'm rocking tonight because we are doing a bracket tonight. So the brackets over everything, Real Food had merch out there. The Salute has merch out there. Fuck You and Me. Everybody has merch out there. So go to teespring.com and search Dat Feelin Podcast. Support the cause in that way too. You know what I'm saying? And if you happen to cop some merch from Teespring, Monday, everyone, Monday, rock your merch. Rock your merch. Take a picture of yourselves rocking the merch. Post it into whatever DFPN group you are in, and you will be entered into a drawing for more merch or something better. You never know. So, Merch Monday, hashtag it. Get your merch, cop it, rock it, get more merch. So, that's how you do it, man. And with that being said, man, we got a hell of a show for y'all tonight. Go ahead.
About Merch Monday, I know we're going to do it every week, but how about we do it this way? Every month, at the end of the month, we'll rack up everybody who took a picture and participated in Merch Monday. And if you participated in every Monday that month, that's how many entries you get at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? Because some weeks it was kind of dry with Merch Monday. Some week it's kind of heavy with it. So we'll just do it every month. At the end of the month, we'll have the Merch Monday thing. If you posted 4 Mondays, you get 4 entries in it. And, you know, we'll give something nice away. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff coming. And I'll get into that towards the end of the show. But, yeah, Merch Mondays, man. Get in on that. Make sure you hashtag Merch Monday so it's easier for us to find you when we go at the end of the month and be like, you know, it's time to give some shit away. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So with that being said, man, we got a good show. Guess what, bro? Yes. So while we at it, my shot glass just came in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it just came in.
Shout out to everybody.
I just got it.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who, when they got their glasses, they took pictures. Because when I sent them things out, I might have over packaged them. I was just like, I do not want these things to break. So like I wrapped them up, I taped them up, I put them in full wrap envelopes. I was just like, just get there if you can, Glass. Just, I don't know how you get there, but get there if you can. So the first shipment went out. The first shipment, it looked like everybody got them. So the next shipment's getting sent out tomorrow. I got them all packaged up. And then hopefully everybody will come around and get them. But because now both are in possession of these wonderful, hold on, let me throw them up here for you. Look at this thing. It looks even more beautiful with that peach crown in it. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. So what we about to do is we take a shot. And we'll probably start doing this to start off the show anyway from here on out, now that we got some drinkware. So if you got them, pull up with us. And just to y'all for a good 1.5 years of smoke. Not even a full year, bro. We ain't even there.
Not even still the first year. Nope.
So a great year. You, Jen. I know you got 3 glasses on the way. They didn't all fit in the envelope, so I had to put them in a box. So it's a whole thing. You support us so well. Jen. Yep. We had to make sure shit was good to go. But here's to you all. And then, like I said, every week we're gonna start off with a shot in our glasses. So cheers to you. Here we go.
Cheers. Woo!
Delicious.
Now let me tell you something.
Delicious.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
So I haven't drank in about 2 weeks, right? The reason for that was because I have gout, right? So the doctor was like, lay off all the alcohol, whatever. So I didn't drink. But today I got some great news that it's not caused by anything else but the blood pressure medication that I was taking. So I had to quit it. So with that being said, we back. We are back, Mortimer.
Drinks are flowing in the Kately household.
Yes.
Drinks is, and here go Joanna in here in the comments saying you got some cotton on your face.
Listen.
Maybe your wisdom growing on your chin, bro.
Yep. Getting older is some cool shit. Normalized growth. Shout out to MRK.
Yes. For sure. So
and no,
yeah,
Taylor,
so like my man Goons drinking water out the. How dare you? How dare now,
you,
if
man.
you don't drink and you support us glass, take a shot of whatever beverage of your choice. But I'm rolling with the peach crown tonight because it's back in, you know what I'm saying? In high demand apparently, because the class 6 at Luke is like limit 2 per customer to kind of make the supplies last. What they don't know is I'm gonna just go there every day and buy. Actually, you know what I could do? Buy 2 in the morning and then two as I go into work and 2 as I leave. But we got bills and shit, and I don't know what Apple's gonna start thinking if I come in and stock up the high demand apparently because the class 6 at Luke is like limit 2 per customer. Damn it, hold on. Was your volume so loud?
Yeah, that was my computer. My computer is on
no worries.
Extra today.
But yeah. So I know Crown is like, yo, we're gonna put Peach Royal out or Peach Crown out there, like Apple Crown and vanilla. It's not gonna be a limited thing. But until I see a steady supply of Peach Crown, I'm probably gonna stock up on this shit. So in uniform, yes, Taylor, in uniform. Taylor says, am I gonna buy the uniform? I bought everybody at the class 6 at Luke on Friday afternoon is in uniform buying shit. I'm probably the most low key dude there because I'm not the one in there with a shopping cart full of shit. I just go grab 2 boxes of the Crown and I'm like,
that's the retirees, bro. That's the retirees. They be in there not giving a fuck. Not one. Not one fuck is given.
I stopped in there this morning to get coffee. 7:30. Dude in there with a cart full of drink. I'm just like, that is the life. Retired guy, Air Force retired hat. I'm just like, live your fucking life, retired man. Yep. Do it.
Bitch, I'm about to be because I'm gonna be right the fuck out before 12. By 12 o'clock, my goal is to be knocked the fuck out. That's what I want to be.
Smart. Yep. He probably like, let me get in here and grab this shit before all the active duty cats grab everything when they leave work. Because everybody got a stigma like, bro, it's 7:30 in the morning, you're in uniform, you're buying alcohol. I'm a grown-ass man, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man, dog. Don't worry about what I'm buying.
I got shit to do, bro.
That's for the cashier. Don't worry. The cashier, it's my ID. And if I'm old enough to buy the shit, shut the fuck up. Let me buy the shit. Mind your business. That's all I got to say about that.
Just mind your business.
Mind the business. Mind the business. Anyway, like Max said, great fucking show on Decky tonight. We are going to get into probably one of the most popular brackets we put on here because the number of votes on this bracket was up there.
Astounding.
Near per these. And I'm like, oh, people like the brackets. People liking this shit. So shout out to the management, SmokePit, who posted it, and it was their idea to do it, and it turned out to be what they wanted. It turned out to be what the people wanted, and So if you have it, share this link. Bring some people in because we're gonna talk about some of everybody's favorite movies from the 90s, best animated 90s movies. Tell them come in because we got the smoke. We got what the group wanted, and then we're going to talk about what we thought individually of these selections and stuff. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe, all this stuff. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever you listen to your podcast at, and you're like, how do I get in on the live, bro? All I know is I just follow this. All you got to do is either subscribe to our Dad Feeling Podcast YouTube channel, or come to Facebook, search for the Dad Feeling Podcast fan group, join in. We just ask you a couple questions, nothing serious. Come in, but come into the group with the embrace debate mindset because we talk about some shit. We have fun, but sometimes we talk about some real shit. So just be prepared for that. But overall, like from what I've been hearing, go ahead.
Before we get into that, I want to send a message to all the new guys, especially the new males, okay? the women clap back excellently here. So if you join in and like your purpose is to stir the shit, listen, it ain't gonna work with the women, bro. We let them go. So if you feel away, sorry, it ain't my bad. It's your bad. You know what I mean? Like the women gonna let your ass have it. So I've seen it happen a couple of times, and the dudes be like, "Oh, well, all right, well, listen, bro. They speak their piece. You gotta respect that shit, bro. You gotta respect it. And if you ain't respecting it, they gonna let your ass know about it too. So shout out to the women, because y'all be letting these motherfuckers have it sometimes. It's cool to see. Like, it's really cool to see. I'd be like, damn, they going in on him.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
I just sit back and watch, bro. I just sit back and watch. Like, oh shit, okay. See how this go, bro. And then shout out to Pitmaster Robin Dyer. Be the first to be like, oh, what you say? Oh, what you say? What you
really?
mean by that? And I'd be like,
here,
Michael Jack, that gift from Michael Jackson eating that popcorn.
Hey,
legit me.
I have a new
legit
thing.
Me.
I have a new thing. Anytime that shit goes that way, like I post a GIF in there, the dude popping the chair open and sitting down. That's my shit. I'd be like, I'm here for the shits. I'm not gonna comment. I'm just here to watch you get roasted. That's my whole shit.
I got numerous. I got the joint where the dude peeking through the blinds, like, oh shit. I got the popcorn joints. I got the Samuel L. Jackson. Like, okay, let's see where this goes. Like, it's too many of them. It's too many of them. I got it. I got it. But cool. So best 90s animated movie bracket. We only had 32 on here. To keep it deep.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we would have went to 64, it would have been just as complicated. I will say though, some of these choices was hard for me. Like I was just like, I love multiple of these movies. So to try to choose one was difficult. But
the first round didn't bother me. It was the second round. That second round was a doozy. I was like, oh my God.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Let me see if I can bring the bracket up just for those who haven't seen it. Because I know we got a lot of new members. And thank you for everybody joining. We are at 1.3. We're at 1,295 motherfuckers in here. And I cannot be more excited to have all y'all in here.
Me neither.
Let me see if I can bring it up. Come on. Oh, it's not letting me scroll down. You know what I can do? This is piss poor planning, by the way. If you want an example of piss poor planning, this is what it looks like. But what we did, how this worked, management went and they looked up the top grossing 90s animated movies of the 90s. And based on how much money they brought in, that is how we're seated in this whole thing here. Cool. So I can bring this up and then share it. Hopefully, if this works right.
You know what was good about this bracket? Like, I didn't have any complaints on it. Like, the movies on there, I was cool with.
I will say overall, the level of feedback that we were getting, because normally we'll post some stuff, management will throw some stuff on there with whatever criteria they use to seed these things, and people will, they'll have some feedback. Sometimes it's valid. I ain't gonna say everybody's opinion ain't valid, but sometimes it's valid. Like the one-hit wonders, like that's kind of a gray area, like what constitutes a one-hit wonder type shit. But this one is based off of money. So, I mean, based on how it grows, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really complain. Like, bro, facts is facts at this point. So let me go ahead, share screen. Share this. Hopefully it pops up just fine. We'll see when we put it up here. Add the stream. Bow. Oh, shit.
Booyah. Working like a charm in this month.
All right.
Working like a charm.
So as you can see, we got some good stuff in here. So best 90s animated movie. And of course, number one was The Lion King. Grossed retarded amounts of money. Retarded amounts. Hands down, sometimes people be like, this is the best 90s movie, animated movie, all times. Like, people will just fight you to the grave defending Lion King. Now, we talking the animated joint. I know people feel some type of way about the live action joint that Disney tried to put out there, cashing in on some shit. But we talking the animated shit, so there's no complaints. Everybody was just like, the animated shit is classic. Don't touch it. Don't fuck with it. That's why people was mad at the live action shit, which we'll get talking about later. So the unfortunate opponent of Lion King was Doug's first movie. I saw it once because I love the show Doug. I love the show Doug. It was my go-to. But like out the gate, like I don't see how that was even going to compete with Lion King. And the group also moved on Lion King. It wasn't even close. Was not even close.
I had to invoke the FU on me rule. You know what I mean? I had to. The mercy vote. So
talk to us about
it was
that.
bad.
Black, talk to us. Like, why do you feel the need to mercy vote for movies? Like, if you know the movie is trash, not trash, but if you know what I'm saying, in your heart you don't fuck with Doug. What are you mercy voting for? Yeah. What does that do for you? How does that help you sleep? You know what I'm saying? Because
when I say the FU on me rule, shout out to Wiz's Beast, who does the FU on me podcast. Right. His theme is the one that bangs against the many, right? So with these brackets, I try to bring that element into it. Give it that one vote because it is going against the many. You know what I'm saying? Like that's in the spirit of fuck you on me. I vote that way. So if there's way too many votes going one way, especially for the first round, I'll do it. Second round, I'm kind of considerate with it. But once we get into that final four, the Big 8 final four, all bets are off. Because you made it this far, fuck your life if you die. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So that's why I put that's why I put the fuck you on me rule in there.
Right. And shout out to Goonie, Pitmaster Carl in here. Say, he got down with Patty Mayonnaise and Quail Man, but it was still an easy vote. Yeah. Like, again, the show was great. The minute it got bought by Disney and Doug showed up in like khaki pants and stuff, I'm like, bro, where are your shorts? Like, they changed too much shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Get him the fuck out of here.
Bro, Lion King, nigga? Like, come on, bro. Lion King? You up here against Lion King? You know what it is. You know what it is. We appreciate your efforts, Doug. We appreciate your efforts. We do.
Yeah. In my heart, I wanted to vote Lion King.
Okay. Because I think you were the only one who voted Doug's movie. So that should have been a unanimous decision. But your
it should have been.
Yeah.
Of
course,
LeBron didn't get unanimous. Then we moved to because of one vote.
I got
it is what it is.
That's for whenever we start up our Prove Me Wrong podcast. But so next up we got Princess Mononoke and then the Rugrats movie. Now, Princess Mononoke is like well known among people who are in the anime Studio Ghibli. Like they have amazing, like the quality of animation they have for their movies is like damn near to this day still top notch type stuff. It was number 16, even though it was from Japan over here, it still racked up that much. Doug got taken. What do you say? By a filthy lie.
By a filthy lie.
EJ, what's your problem with Lion King? EJ, what's your problem with Lion King? And as you post, we'll talk about it. But it went up against Rugrats movie. And Rugrats movie was big because Nickelodeon was smart. They were just like, Rugrats is hot right now. Let's throw this movie out here. And let's strike while the iron is hot. And like I had no problem with the Rugrats movie, the first one. You know what I'm saying? The first Rugrats movie, I had no problem with it at all.
But so the Princess Monarchy.
Go ahead. Who'd you vote for in this one?
I voted for Princess Monarchy. So, and I felt almost disrespected by the level of which it lost. I almost felt disrespected. I was like, this is not too many people know about it. And in the comments, I believe people put like, I've never seen this movie. So I can understand it.
And that's where I was going with it. Like, not everybody is hip to the anime, to the Japanese animation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I accepted it. I could have put up a fight. I could have been in the comments going ape shit on a lot of this stuff, but I didn't. I let people live, you know, because people don't know what they don't know. If you know Rugrats movie, then vote for Rugrats movie, you know. I would have loved for everybody to take time to check out all the movies, but I mean, 32 fucking movies, you know. I assume most people have seen most of these movies, but a lot of people have not seen the Studio Ghibli movies. So they have multiple ones. They're on HBO Max. If you have time, just check them out and let us know what you think. But I kind of saw Rugrats movie moving on. It got some votes. Princess Mononoke, she got some votes, but not enough to beat Rugrats movie. So the group moved on Rugrats movie. I have no complaints with that, because at the end of the day, it would have just went up against Lion King, and my bracket.
It would have still lost. Yeah, it would have still lost.
Personal bracket, I had Lion King. Next up, we got The Hunchback of Notre Dame versus Rescuers Down Under. And me personally, I went with the underdog. I went with Rescuers Down Under because I was not a big fan of The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
So did I.
Cool. Nothing against The Hunchback. They just don't have memorable songs and shit, you know, like it was what it was, you know, like I'm not a big Quasimodo dude. What's Eric saying? So here's his rebuttal for this Lion King thing. So Simba and Nala are half brother, half sister. Mufasa was both their father. Right. Yeah. Yep. What is he? Oh, continue your debate. We'll monitor it in the comments, EJ. So hold up. Then the movie went all the way to a scene that insinuating and night. So here's the thing. When it comes to animals, they don't give a fuck about incest, my guy. Like, that's how they roll.
They don't.
Like, they're not humans. You fucked around and try to humanize lions' relationships. That's where you fucked up, EJ. You trying to be like, ew, that's your sister. Like, my guy, they're animals, bro. Like, they mate with whatever. You know, you in the pride, you a female. I'm a male. Let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, that's a whole nother discussion. But so here's my question. Here's my question to EJ before we continue. Did you vote for Doug's movie over Lion King?
Good question.
Did you vote? Look, he's still getting the comments. Did you vote for Doug over Lion King, EJ?
You got to give him a couple seconds. You got to give him a couple seconds. He's going to come back.
The slight stuff. But Rescuers was voted through by the group. So we had the 24 seed beat the 9 seed. And I'll just say Disney was in their bag in the 90s, because Disney is all over this shit. Because Rescuers Down Under was also Disney going against Hunchback of Notre Dame. Rescuer moved on. Now we get to one where I was just like, I have some questions. No, I could not vote for Doug. Well, there you have it. Even with all these complaints, you knew the superior movie. You knew what the superior movie was in this, so you voted for that. There we go. What do you mean? Here's AD. They don't have memorable songs. I cannot, off the top of my head, think of one song from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Off the top. Like it was just not that movie for me.
Uh,
Esmeralda was cute. Esmeralda was fine. Don't get me wrong. But I was just like, bro, this movie could not have been made, and I would have been fine. I would have been fine.
This is true. This is true.
God help the outcast. Let me tell you why.
But
because when we get to Pocahontas,
look at Simba with the eyes though.
Pocahontas had some bangers. Colors of the Wind, off rip. Savages, when they was going back and forth, I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers hate each other so hard. They got a whole song. They don't even know they sing together. They don't even know it's a duet. They hate each other so much. Their hate has caused a smash hit right now. And of course, because I'm all about Pocahontas. I'm just like, I ain't gonna hold you. The way they drew Pocahontas, I'm like, she bad. She bad. Like,
bro, the way they drew all
just like,
the Disney princesses back then. Like even Belle could have got it back then. You know what I'm talking about? Belle was out there looking all homely, and you know what I mean? Like she's a housekeeper and shit. Like, yo, Belle, what's up with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, then that's not go to Princess Jasmine.
What's up with it?
What's up with it? You know what I'm saying?
What they do, as hip hop chief would say, "Ooh, shit,
yeah, what they do.
What they do."
What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kill the beast. You know what I'm saying? I understood Gaston. But Gaston was like, I'm trying to get that.
Pocahontas walked a fine line of being matched for a huge race lawsuit. I think not Pocahontas. I mean, both parties were wild. You know what I'm saying? Both parties were wild. But like I saw Pocahontas, I was just like, "Ooh, she bad. She bad." And then 5 Goes West. Hear me out. If this was American Tail, the first 5 movie, bro. Like if we was doing 80s animated movies, if 5 was on there, he would go deep. He would go deep into 5 Goes West. Just did not hit me. I was not feeling the feelings like I was for the original American Tail. I understand people voting for 5 Goes West. It's still a good movie, but I'm just like, Pocahontas was it for me, man. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Come on now. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. The fuck is a blue corn moon? But that shit was at the top of the fucking charts. She's like, have you ever heard? John Smith was looking at her like, the fuck is a blue corn moon? You know what I'm saying? The fuck is a blue corn moon?
I want to know. You know,
it's just like she was just. Oh my god, she was singing with so much conviction. John Smith was like, "Bro, we can't take these people over.
Yeah,
what is happening here?"
Trying to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Give me all the peyote. You know what I'm saying? Give me all the peyote.
Shout out to EJ. He's like, it didn't matter. Whatever moon she wants, bruh, she gonna get. Like,
yeah. I want all of it.
However, with all that being said, the crew was just like 5 Goes West goes through. So being a group of the people, we decided to move 5 along. Now here's where I start twisting my face up, right? Because now we have Tarzan up against Fern Gully.
Oh my God.
How did you vote? How did you vote for this?
You know what I voted. If you don't know how I voted, we should just end this show right now. You know what I voted.
What'd you vote? Tell the people what you voted for. Be real with them. Tell them what you voted for.
I voted for Fern Gully. Straight up.
My man. Now, I understand why people voted for Tarzan, because people are on this Phil Collins murked the soundtrack for Tarzan. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The soundtrack,
wonderful soundtrack.
It got some slappers, but you know what I'm saying? Got some bangers on it. Phil Collins was in his entire bag. He has In the Air Tonight, and then he saved the rest of his shit. He was like, in the year 1997 or 8, whatever it was, I am saving my energy for when Disney hits me up for a soundtrack, and I'm gonna put both of my feet in the ass of that soundtrack.
All in that, yep. All in that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Phil Collins, yes. All on that soundtrack was in there. But Fern Gully had Robin Williams as the voice of Bat. If Robin Williams is in your movie, I'm there. I am there. I'm just like, give me more of this dude. Give me more of Robin Williams in this movie. The message was good because that's when, you know, everybody was on save the environment stuff. And, you know, rightfully so. Here's EJ again. What, Fern Gully versus Tarzan? We're not saying the protagonist from Tarzan fighting the protagonist of Fern Gully. We're just saying, EJ, you turning everything into a fucking Mortal Kombat tournament, and that's not what this shit is. We're not saying it a fight to the death. We just saying overall as a movie, Fern Gully to me was the superior movie over Tarzan.
Man, yes. Fern Gully was that.
Fern Gully. Fern Gully was it for me, but the crew was like, Tarzan moves on. And I ain't mad at that. You know, like if it was Fern Gully against Doug and y'all voted Doug on, you know, that the bracket would have been canceled and we just would have moved on. But we'll let it ride. I'll get him another drink. Jen, go calm EJ because he's out of pocket right now. He's out of pocket. Oh, man. And then some people were too young when Fern Gully came out, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody went back and watched these movies. So not everybody old like me, so it's whatever. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Next up, we got Prince of Egypt up against Fantasia 2000. Now, I've seen Fantasia 2000 once because as a kid, the OG Fantasia was too long. And I was like, ain't nobody talking, ain't shit but music, this weird shit going on. I ain't ready for this. I know Disney was doing this to show off their animation skills, but I'm like, my guy, give me a plot. Give me some shit going on. Why are there alligators doing? Why is there alligators doing ballet with hippopotami? Why is there a demon lord at the end of it? Why is Mickey Mouse in here just having all these brooms and shit, fucking shit up? Like, I don't understand. I'm just, you know, the animation was dope, cool. But the animation in Prince of Egypt, come on, fam. And the soundtrack, get out of here. You had Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston on the shit? Come on, bro. Come on. And the church youth group had a whole trip to go see it because, you know, they just like Bible movie. Let's go. Yep. And we went, and I was just like, I'm not mad at this movie,
bro, at all. Deliver us. I was like, hell yeah, motherfucker, deliver us. You know what I'm talking about? Get us the fuck out of here.
Down with the power. Get the slavery out here. In slavery. Get him, Moses. Bro, and the whole they went in depth with you know, Moses was Pharaoh's brother. I'm like, oh shit. Now we got family problems up in here. Now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? The animation, and here's the thing for me, like, you read this story in the Bible and you use your imagination trying to see this shit, right? You had the old school movie, The 10 Commandments, with, you know, was it Carlton Heston or whatever the fuck that man's name is playing Moses?
Yeah.
To see the animation where they can actually wow the fuck out and show you some shit like God be doing this shit, I was like, ooh, shit, God be wild back there. He killing everybody. You ain't letting my people go? Life. You ain't letting my people go? I'm going to kill your firstborn. You ain't letting my people go? Blood in the water. I'm just like, God, just... And the Pharaoh be like, nah, we still ain't letting your people go. I'm sure Egyptians was just like, my guy, let these people free. Bro. We ain't got no water. It's all blooded. Bro, I got lice everywhere. Locusts.
Their God is pissed the fuck off, bro. Like, let them go, my guy.
Yes.
These people are here for a reason. Let them be free.
Our gods ain't doing shit. Yes, our gods ain't doing shit. The little Anubis and all these motherfuckers we worship, they ain't fucking casting down fire, killing you. They God is real, apparently. Let these motherfuckers go.
Yeah, let them go, bro.
Look at Taylor talking about what's bracking? All this blood in the water. What's bracking, cuz? They out here listening to the game and shit.
Blood.
Yes. Suwoo. So the group moved on, Prince of Egypt. Now we come into Space Jam in South Park, and this is the one you wanted to talk about. So expand on your problem with.
Oh yes,
the group moving Space Jam on.
All right, so my main issue with this is that Pepe Le Pew is in Space Jam, right? And I vaguely remember that we canceled Pepe Le Pew. If I'm not wrong, we canceled the skunk, right? Because he was rapey. I think we had a discussion about this in the group as recently as what?
And we did.
Wednesday. We did, right? So my thing is, if we feel so strongly about Pepe Le Pew, why the fuck is Space Jam moving on? You know what I'm saying? I didn't vote for it, not one time in this bracket, because my conscience.
Let me ask you this. How often was he in Space Jam? Was he a main character?
He was in the key scenes. It don't matter. He was in it. He was in key scenes though. Like when Michael Jordan was training, he was there. You know what I'm saying? When they were in the game, he was there.
The background of the fucking scene don't mean he a part of the key scene, nigga. You just there.
He's in the motherfucking
movie. Had no.
But this is what I'm saying.
Stop.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Stop it right now, nigga. Stop it right now, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
Stop it.
No, I'm for real.
Now, dog.
When they won the game, when they beat the Monstars. No, when they beat the Monstars, Pepe Le Pew kisses the grandma. He does. Yes. Pepe ruins the whole fucking movie for me.
Is that a key scene? Nigga, you know how many people was on the court at the end of the fucking game? And you trying so fucking hard right now to move South Park on. It is ridiculous.
Edit him the fuck out. Edit him out. And then we'll see what we talk about with that movie. But that's what I'm saying. Like if we gonna cancel somebody, right? If we gonna cancel him. If we gonna cancel him,
go ahead.
Why are we moving a movie in which he is in? He's in that movie, right? If we canceled R. Kelly, we therefore have to cancel every song that he's in, right? So if we're canceling Pepe Le Pew, why the fuck are we moving on a movie in which Pepe Le Pew was in? Because that shit made money.
Watch this.
Because Michael Jordan was in.
Watch this.
Go ahead.
So you didn't vote for Space Jam. You didn't vote for Space Jam because you canceling Pepe Le Pew, right?
Not once.
So
because if we're
reason for not voting for Space Jam. Listen. Let me talk. So you didn't vote for Space Jam because in your mind you're like Pepe Le Pew is canceled,
right?
So why were you defending Pepe Le Pew earlier when we were having that initial conversation in the group?
I just asked a question. My question is, why are we canceling?
No. You were defending Pepe Le Pew because I was like, this nigga is right.
I was not.
Nigga, I could bring up fucking receipts from the conversation where you're like, well, if we gotta cancel Pepe, we gotta cancel South Park. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we gotta cancel Pepe, we gotta cancel South Park. Get South Park's on the air. Nigga, but you voting for South Park.
Because I can't.
So if you canceling Pepe, because you could have not voted.
Though. Watch this. Watch this.
Position,
Watch
out of
this.
your
position.
Okay.
I could have. But that point alone speaks to the whole shit. Because if I vote South Park, then I'm furthermore saying that shit ain't marketable to kids, which is what y'all said. Y'all said that shit. And then in the recent post, y'all were like, none of that shit was marketed towards kids. It's marketed towards adults. And I'm like, if we gonna cancel it, I didn't come out and say down with South Park. I'm just saying we should. If we gonna cancel it, we should. I ain't say that shit's canceled. But
here's where you fucked up. Because you wanted to make a stance and not vote for Space Jam, even though you enjoyed Space Jam more than South Park. You know you did. You know Space Jam was that shit. But then you trying to make a political stance now, like, oh, shit, I'm not for Space Jam to prove a point, but I'm gonna vote for the movie. I'm gonna vote for the movie about the show.
No,
where I'm like, if he gets canceled, South Park should get canceled.
Right. It should. So, but the same people that were like, that shit's not marketed towards kids, are the same people that voted for Space Jam. The motherfuckers in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's not me that's saying I'm gonna vote for South Park. I'm gonna vote for South Park because
what did Pepe Le Pew,
because it ain't Space Jam.
What did Pepe Le Pew do in Space Jam that was rapey / sexual assaulty?
He kissed an old woman without her consent. Just leaned in and kissed her. The scene's still in the movie. No consent given whatsoever. He did that in the movie.
If y'all are just listening to this, y'all should see how I'm looking at this motherfucker try and defend this whole point he's on.
I'm not.
Joanna, you right. Kaylee he back on that drink. He don't know what the fuck he's saying right now. Secondly, the Space Jam soundtrack, stop it. That alone moves Space Jam on.
R. Kelly's in the soundtrack too, but we ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna go that deep.
Oh, so you don't like "I Believe I Can Fly"? That wasn't your high school graduation song, like everybody.
I just said we ain't going that deep. I ain't even going that deep, but I'm just saying he's in the soundtrack.
We can talk about the motherfuckers. We can talk about the motherfuckers on the South Park soundtrack too, if we want to get deep. That's a whole nother podcast.
I mean, yeah, you could. You could.
That's a whole other podcast.
But I'm just saying.
Anyway,
I'm just saying. It's astounding the amount of people that was just talking about Pepe Le Pew's all rapey and shit, and then go vote for Space Jam. That shit was crazy. I was like, wow, wow.
Pepe Le Pew was in Space Jam for 2 minutes of like the 90-minute movie. And this motherfucker focusing on them 2 minutes. Like, he rapey, he got to go. But then he voting for never mind. It's a whole nother thing. Anyway, Space Jam moved on in spite of your defiance, your protest. Space Jam moved on to face the winner of Beauty and the Beast versus a Goofy movie. Now we have problems, people. Because the disrespect that y'all showed Goofy movie going up against Beauty and the Beast needs to be talked about. All right? Needs to be talked about. So let's go, people. Why did Goofy movie not move on over Beauty and the Beast? I voted for Goofy movie. I need to know why people weren't feeling it. I mean, everybody in the group, every time we talk about soundtracks, motherfuckers be the first one to talk about Powerline. Y'all better not vote Powerline out. Yep. If y'all vote Eye to Eye out, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. I'm like, okay, so Be Our Guest slaps harder than Eye to Eye? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what y'all trying to tell me in the group? Even the best song in that movie, Beauty and the Beast, was Gaston flexing and singing about himself. And that was just catchy. Yes. Eye to Eye came on, it was a bop. Tevin Campbell was in his bag. Tevin Campbell was like, I know I've been away for a minute. I was saving my shit for Disney, like Phil Collins did. He was like, I'm saving my shit. When you look into each other's... Come on, bro. And then they did the whole scene. And then maybe it's because I'm older and the whole father son, like you relate more with Goofy now that you're older. You know what I mean? As a kid, you're with Max. But as that movie evolves with you. You go from fucking with Max, like, yeah, man, let Max live his life. And then you grow older, you're just like, bro, he just wants to have fun with his kid. He just wants to spend time with his kid.
Yeah. Goofy was dropping game. Like, hey, man, I just want to spend time with you. It ain't about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Goofy. I voted for Goofy.
Shout out to AD. AD was like, Gaston was rapey too. And he sure the fuck was, bro. Like, he shot his shot. And Belle was like, nah, I'm good, love, enjoy. I'm going to kill everybody till this bitch want me. Like, he just going up to the council like, we got to kill this beast. Because you love the beast. I'm going to kill you and everybody.
Kill the beast.
Whoever you love, I'm going to kill.
Kill the beast.
Because I'm that dude. Oh, man. But yeah, the Goofy movie just is that movie that you can watch as a kid and feel one way, then you watch it as a parent and you feel a total different way, man. And I'm just like, the Goofy movie got to move on. This is going to be an upset. But y'all moved on Beauty and the Beast. I want to know why people moved on Beauty and the Beast. Like, I know there's a 60-something people voted for this, and we only got like 13 people watching right now. So probably most of the people who voted for Beauty and the Beast ain't fucking with us right now. But I need answers. I'm going to need some answers.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing most of the people really didn't watch Goofy movie. That's all I'm saying. They're just like, well, Beauty and the Beast won a fucking Academy Award for Best Animated Movie. So obviously that has to be the choice. And it's not. It's not the right choice, people. Y'all fucked this one up. But like we stated, we're a group of the people. So we heard your voices and we moved on Beauty and the Beast's broke ass. Right? So now we're on the other side.
It happened.
We're now we get into the real shit. Now we're up here with Aladdin versus the Jetsons movie. Now, I don't know how many of y'all actually saw the Jetsons movie. Easy.
Easy money.
You threw a mercy vote. You didn't even throw a mercy vote on the Jetsons movie, my guy. You didn't even throw a mercy vote on the Jetsons movie. I wouldn't check.
It didn't deserve it.
What happened to the F you on me rule? You don't get the F you on me rule?
No, not against Princess Jasmine. No. Not against Princess Jasmine. No. Let me tell y'all something.
EJ,
Princess Jasmine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Princess Jasmine in this movie, bro. Like, how you felt about Pocahontas? Like, I felt about Princess Jasmine. I was like, oh my God, if that type of woman actually exists, Lord Jesus, help my soul. Help him, Jesus. Bro, Princess Jasmine was bad.
Let me tell you guys right now. Hold on. Let me tell you guys in the comments right now. Everybody's like, oh, I got to rewatch Don't rewatch the Jetsons movie.
Don't do it.
Okay?
Don't do it to yourself,
Don't. Because the minute they're just sitting here like, we'll take a show from the 60s and make a movie about it now in the 90s. Nobody checking for this. Nobody checking for the Jetsons movie, guy. Hanna-Barbera was just like, let's just try it. Let's just try it, see what happens. It was not it. We watched it in class because it was a substitute teacher. They're just like, Jetsons movie. I'm just like, what does this have to do with this class at all? They're just like, fucking Jetson movie. And they went and sat and read their book, and we just fucking bullshitted it in the class, and the Jetson movie was in the background. I tried to watch it because anytime TV comes on in school, I'm just like, I'd rather do this than schoolwork. But about like 15 minutes in, I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it at all.
Yep.
This ain't it at all. But yeah, I 100% agree. What did AD say? Any show on Boomerang don't need a 90s movie. That is facts. What did Goody say? Sub was like, whatever gets you to calm down. Yeah, I mean, they just like substitute teachers in the 90s. Shout out to y'all because we was wild in school. And shout out to any substitute teachers that are in the group. job is hard because y'all showing up. Y'all don't know what the fuck's going on. Y'all probably getting a brief on the way to the class. Hey, this is what they talked about. So you like, bro, just give me that TV on the wheels and I'm going to bring that bitch in here and all they going to do is watch a movie, bro. I'm here to just supervise kids for the day.
Yep, I ain't doing shit.
Don't ask me to do shit. I ain't doing
No, I don't know algebra.
Don't ask me.
I'm just putting this movie on.
Bro, well, I forget the subject, the class we were in, but they rolled that TV in and they're like, we're watching a movie today. I'm thinking it's a movie related to the class we're in. But they put that in, it was like, me, George Jetson. I was like, the fuck is happening in here today? I was like 12. I'm just like, okay.
The fuck is going on here?
Everybody in the class was just like, you know, they put the tape in. We think it's some educational shit. My Bear logo come up. We looking at each other like, the fuck is Jetsons? I don't even watch the Jetsons. What is this? Amon, you watched Jerry Springer in Spanish class. Was it like Spanish subtitles? What is going on?
Nah, probably the real shit.
Anyway. So Aladdin moved on to easy. I think it was unanimous. I gotta go back and look.
Easy money.
Next up, we got Pokemon's first movie going against Anastasia. And Anastasia is one of those movies. And low key, here's where I'm at. Don Bluth, the person in charge of animating Land Before Time, he was in charge of animating Anastasia, and it is a great movie. I love Anastasia. I like that movie. I think it's one of the best animated movies out there. But I voted for Anastasia. The group moved on Anastasia, which is dope. But I thought it would be a closer battle with Pokemon, the first movie. But apparently not everybody. Was it the first movie? Pokemon, the first movie?
Yeah, that was the better one of the two that's on the bracket.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie. My little brother was big into Pokemon and he rented it from Blockbuster and we were all watching it. If I was to tell you that I did not get emotional when Ash turned to stone, and this is spoiler alert for a fucking 22-year-old movie, by the way, so fight me if you hurt. If you have not seen Pokemon the first movie and I ain't spoiling it for you, you're a loser. I don't mean loser. I just mean where the fuck have you been? You know what I'm saying?
Where have you been?
You don't care for it? Yes. But when Mewtwo showed up and was just zapping the fuck out of everybody and brainwashing Pokemon all over the world, and Ash was just like I'm gonna run these hands with you, and he went and tried to punch Mewtwo. Come on, bro. Mewtwo was like, bro,
Mewtwo wrong with
he was sitting there like,
fuck is wrong
whose man's is this? Whose human man's is this trying to run hands with the all-powerful Mewtwo? Zap! Turn his ass to stone real quick. I ain't even worried about you. Kapow! Zapped your dumb ass. Ash was like, oh. And all the Pokemon tears brought Ash back to life. And then Mewtwo was like, oh shit, y'all really do care for motherfuckers. It was one of them things. Like I wasn't involved in Pokemon. My little brother was like, this is the best shit ever. I was just like, Ash is wild out here, bro. Like, did you not see what this thing did to everybody? And you like, I know what can take care of them. Old Dusty Johnson and Brad, McGinnis. I'm gonna run up here with my ones and twos and throw hands. Mewtwo was like, zap! That was the skibbity paps. He tried to give Mewtwo the paws. He tried to put the paws on the most powerful Pokemon in history. And Mewtwo was like, I'm not having this. Zapow! Dead.
Oh, Patrick!
Oh, Patrick! Stone. Mewtwo could have blew this dude up. You know what I'm saying? Mewtwo could have blew this dude up with the psychic powers he had, but he was like stone.
Yep.
You know, in case somebody figures out how to bring him back, he's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Anastasia moved on easily in this one, so I was not mad. Now we come to Mulan and Beavis and Butthead. I was never a Beavis and Butthead fan, but I saw the movie because everybody's like, ooh, this is an edgy movie. And I still was just like, this is not it, you know. Mulan, come on now. Eddie Murphy as Mushu, come on now. I'll make a man out of you.
I did enjoy the Beavis and Butthead movie. I did. I actually enjoyed it. Especially Hank Hill. The first appearance of Hank Hill. He was hilarious in that movie. So I actually enjoyed that movie. But it went against Mulan, bro. Like, it could have went against another movie and probably would have came out successful. But Mulan, nah, you ain't beating Mulan, bro. I don't care what went up against Mulan in the first round. You wasn't winning at all,
bro. When she sang that song, who is this girl I see? I was just like, oh my God, girl, I feel you. Like you in this, you caught in this predicament. You know, like I'm like
gotta save my
a teenage dude watching this shit. Bro, how G is that? Your dad walking on a crutch, government like, bro, you gotta come fight this war. You know he finna die off rip. Off rip. Yep. He finna die. You like, I gotta go out there and you know. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to kill my father.
Fuck it. Nigga trying to kill my father. Bro, come on, man. I'll make a man out of you. Come on, bro.
Yep.
Let's get down to biz. That's the first sing discussion in a Disney movie. That was the Contagious for Disney movies. You having a full discussion singing. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I was just like, Donnie Osmond trying to get in his bag on this shit. It's close, but this is all you gonna get. You must be swift as a coursing river. I was like, oh shit. He up here with the metaphor and the strength of a great typhoon. I was like, oh, he's spitting bars. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I'm just like, get in there. Y'all gotta win now. My man gonna hit y'all up with this anthem before.
Yep.
Y'all gonna get hit this anthem during your montage?
Power
ballad. How do you not win? You know what I'm
saying? Power ballad. Y'all better.
Y'all wanna know how y'all get better people out of basic training in the military? If y'all played this song during their training, I bet y'all be getting super soldiers out this bitch. Y'all be getting super soldiers right out of basic. Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river. Be a man, bro, with the strength of a great typhoon.
I can do this shit.
PT test, run. Spray on the PT.
Play that bitch right before Warrior Week. Right before Warrior Week, play that shit. Bitch, I better get out there and face this motherfucking force.
Mysterious as the dark side. Nobody knows what the fuck that means. They just like dark side of the moon. You finished your run in 8 minutes. Good job. I was just playing the Mulan song in my head, sir. It's what I do.
It got me through.
It got me through basic. Mulan moved on easy though. So now we come up to A Bug's Life versus A Quest for Camelot. You voted for A Quest for Camelot.
Yes.
I think you voted. I think I saw your okay. You think that is a better movie than Bug's Life?
At the time, I was pretty
that
confident this is about to get destroyed. I was like, this movie is gonna get destroyed. So I voted for.
What up, Beardy? Look at you jumping in here. Yep, and it did get destroyed.
That's
so yeah, it's Stewie jumping in here, man. Bug's Life, like of all the Pixar movies, Bug Life is probably near the bottom for me because they just been topping shit every. I will say, I know everybody's like cancel Kevin Spacey or whatnot, but him as Hopper, I was like, this motherfucker evil. I was looking at grasshoppers after watching this movie, like y'all motherfuckers evil as shit, bro. That's like if I get a chance to step on y'all, I'm gonna step on y'all. I'm gonna step on y'all, bro. Y'all sitting there just letting the ants do all the work. And you taking all the. I was like, the grasshoppers are the man, and the ants are the people, and the grasshoppers is just letting the people do all the work, and they just taking the profits. I was. They gotta go. They got to go. So I'm glad to see Bug's Life moved on. Now in this part of the bracket, we had two Toy Story movies. So we had Toy Story 2, first of all, against Iron Giant. And I know you wanted to talk about this one, so go ahead and speak your mind on this Iron Giant Toy Story shit.
I feel like not enough people watched Iron Giant. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I feel. Not enough people watched that shit. Bro, that movie is so great. It's so great. I would love to harp on it, but I could spend all night talking about this movie. That movie was great, bro. And I feel like not enough people cared about it. Toy Story 2 is not the best Toy Story. I feel like it's either 1 or 3. It's either 1 or 3.
That's later. We'll get into that.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, it's going up against Toy Story 2. If it was like the original Toy Story or Toy Story 3, like, and Toy Story 3 came out in the 2000s, so it would have been disqualified anyway. But like, if it went up against the first Toy Story, I could have gave y'all that. But the bitch went up against Toy Story 2. And y'all voted for Toy Story 2 over the fucking Iron Giant. Right.
AD, I couldn't say it any better.
Yep.
Dishonor on you.
Dishonor.
Dishonor on your cow.
Yep.
So here's where I was at.
I was upset.
Did I enjoy Toy Story 2? Yes. But I'm looking at this bracket, I'm like, but the better Toy Story on here. Also, did I enjoy Toy Story 2 more than Iron Giant? No. Which is not saying Toy Story 2 is a bad movie. But don't let the 30 seed fool you just because it didn't gross as much as Toy Story did. Iron Giant, to me, is a far superior movie storytelling wise. Overall, it got me in the feels. I did not get in my feelings once during Toy Story 2. It was just entertaining from start to finish. Iron Giant, I felt some type of way at the end of Iron Giant. I was just like,
yes,
I am sad that he is gone. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am sad he's gone. I'm glad he made the decision he did, but I'm sad that he's no longer here because he's good people.
Right.
The people in Toy Story 2, I'm just like, like you introduced Jessie, that's cool. You know, like, yay. You know.
Awesome.
You got her now. But I'm just, you know, like, yay, she's here. But
awesome.
No. But I mean, people are just like Toy Story 2, Coke. So, like we said, group of the people.
Y'all
Toy Story 2 moved on.
Y'all got it.
Then we had Ants versus Pokemon 2000. At this point, Pokemon was just like, we're just going to keep putting movies out because we're popular and we're just going to get money. I saw Pokemon 2000 once. Like I said, my little brother was a fan. I was not. Ants, was on the tail end of Bug's Life. I think it came out after Bug's Life. I was like, this Bug's Life ripoff. But I actually watched it, and I was just like, it's not a bad movie. It's bad for what it was. It's not bad for what it was.
Right.
I think it was a little darker, more kind of a mature, like more mature things were happening in it than in Bug's Life. But of the two, like I was just Pokemon'd out. I was just like, they're just putting movies out now. So I voted for Ants, and Ants ended up moving on. How did you vote for this one? Rape Ants.
Well, I saw Ants.
Just a great movie.
And I've never saw, and somebody at work I put this bracket in front of said the same thing. Shout out to Tams. So she said the same thing I did. She was like, I didn't see Pokemon 2000, but I saw Ants. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I saw Ants, I voted for Pokemon 2000. I was like, that is my sentiments. So.
I don't even know what this other movie is, but the movie I saw was so bad. I'm gonna vote for the mystery box. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can win this or get a mystery box. I'm gonna vote for the mystery box.
Yes.
The group moved on Ants though, which is fine because I mean it's going up against a juggernaut in Toy Story 2. So I was just like, the winner of this matchup is not going to go far anyway. So now here we come.
Yeah.
Hercules against A Nightmare Before Christmas. I love
this was
both of these movies.
This was a hard one.
Fact. Let me see if I can get this thing to zoom in right. Here we go. Hercules and The Nightmare Before Christmas. How did you vote? I just want to see what did you pick?
I don't remember, but if I'm thinking right, I think I voted Nightmare Before Christmas. I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what my brain tells me. But this was not an easy choice. Like I actually had to think about this one for a minute. Like I was like, oh, there's so many.
So when you were looking at them, what was the determining factor to sway your vote towards Nightmare?
The fact that I introduced my kids to it, and it's one of their favorite movies. So I think I did vote it. I voted for Nightmare, and that I think that was the reason. Like I can watch this with my kids, and my kids love it.
I'll buy that because I mean, like emotional nostalgia, all that stuff comes into play when it comes to these movies because it's the '90s, right? So right. Goonies in here, he's saying, was I the only one? Like, well, only one is animated. And it just depends. Like animation is different things. Like you got claymation, stop animation, hand-drawn animation, CGI, all this stuff. So Tim Burton was awesome in the 90s. He was in his bag. I love both of these movies. I was shocked that Nightmare Before Christmas didn't gross as much as I thought it would have grossed because the way people talk about it. Maybe people fell in love with it after its theatrical release. Maybe. I don't know.
Right.
But Hercules? Come on, man. I got my garage door cracked. These bugs are flying in here. That's what that was. I just slapped a bug. Whatever. But
it's a bug's life.
I will say I gave
to haunt you.
Yeah, it was a fucking flying bug, a flying ant or whatever. I killed it. I'm a murderer. Sue me. The fucking the soundtrack for Hercules, like not even the soundtrack. You had Danny DeVito, you had James Wood is fucking Hades classic.
Yeah,
you had. I mean, it's probably the best. I've seen multiple movies telling the story of Hercules. None of them are better than the Disney animated Hercules movie. That being said, Nightmare Before Christmas was way ahead of its time. Claymation, Tim Burton behind it, the spookiness, tying Halloween with that. You had the boogeyman in there. You had, I mean, this was a hard one for me. I went with Hercules only because I'm a Disney fanboy at heart. flip a coin, bow. And also, what is it? The muses that were singing like the gospel choir type music to get you all hyped. Bro, come on, man. You know, my parents was all about the church life, and we was up in there, and that movie came on. Are you ready for a miracle? I was just like, oh shit. Hey. Hey, oh, look at Mook jumping in here. Talk about Disney Hercules is wild and accurate. Well, tell me the accurate story about the made-up man called Hercules, Mook. I would like to hear your factual nonfiction story about Hercules. Whenever you have time, my inbox is available for you to email me or message me the factual story of the son of a god and a woman. Just whenever you're ready to throw it in there. I'm just saying. Take your hand off your face, Black.
I can't.
He's like the Hercules from God of War 3. Get out of here, bro. Ain't that the fucked up part where they be like, there's wild inaccuracies in this made up movie or this made up thing. Like, well, tell me how it really should go. Tell me what really happened with Hercules.
The one from the video game.
That's what he said. The one from God of War. Then finally we have Toy Story, the OG Toy Story against James and the Giant Peach. I appreciate James and the Giant Peach for what it was with the stop motion animation. They were trying to make that a whole thing. Yes. I read the book in class.
Yes.
But are we really going to sit here and act like Toy Story ain't it? Are we going to sit here and act like Toy Story ain't it? That's what we're
Did I mercy vote this one? Did I get this one a mercy vote?
You did.
Okay.
You did.
I shouldn't have.
There was like 17 people voting for James and the Giant Peach. So there's some people who was just like, I fucks with this shit more than Toy Story. Now, I don't know what their problem is with Toy Story, if they have beef with Brad Lasseter from fucking Pixar or they mad at Disney. I don't know. I saw James and the Giant Peach and it was okay. Like, I wasn't just like, man, this is amazing. But I'm sitting here like,
yeah.
Did y'all see Toy Story? Did y'all see this whole thing where this toy thought he was a real toy? He snapped back to reality so fast. When he saw that kid taking toys apart and reassembling them, he was just like, yeah, they wild out here. And he thought he could fly, and he tried to fly and broke. I was like, bro, this is weird. I love it when motherfuckers snap back to reality so fast. He was like, I'm gonna fly out of here. Bow! I am a toy. When he brought him Woody could have been so petty. Woody could have been like, I told your ass you was a regular ass toy. You thought you was flying out of here. Now your leg broke. Ah ha ha. But he was like, nah, we got to get out of here together. And they had some scary ass toys in Sid's room. And like the animation for Toy Story back then, it's rough now. If you go back and look at it, it's a rough ass watch. Like the animation.
But back then, 95, like Sid, 95 was like,
Sid looks like a whole
this is cutting edge. Shit. Yep. Yep. But that whole part, they're moving, they get the rocket, and then they fly, and Woody is just like, yeah, you can fly infinity and beyond. He's like, no, I'm not flying, I'm falling with style. Like, it all comes back together, and they get there, and everything is just like, oh man, bro, like this is state-of-the-art shit. They are, and they can't do because it's fairy tales. Truth be told, most of he made a hooker. Sid had some wild ass shit. He had the fucking hooker legs on that crane. I was like, Sid, what is you in here doing in this room, my guy? Like, you out here wow, bro. You wow. I got imagination, my guy. That's my imagination running wild, my guy.
That's the fucked up part. We be mad at kids for not having imagination and sit in there with a whole imagination. That That shit is dangerous. You don't have the right imagination, Sid. You wild. But yeah, that was the initial bracket. So now that we got that out the way, we'll move on to the second round. So back over here, the Lion King versus Rugrats, the movie. The group moved on Rugrats, the movie. Or no, they moved on Lion King. I'm fucking with y'all.
Lion King.
Which was like it was like a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. Like Lion King is a force in this bracket. And then down underneath that, we had Rescuers Down Under versus Fievel Goes West. And Rescuers Down Under beat out Fievel to move on to face Lion King. So I was not mad at that because I did vote for Rescuers. Little did y'all know, I don't know if y'all checked out Rescuers Down Under, but it's a pretty solid movie. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I know not a lot of people checked it out, but it's a pretty good movie. Tarzan was going up against Prince of Egypt, and of course, people was just like Phil Collins, Blaze, fired up the track. So, whatever. Tarzan moved on over Prince of Egypt. Even though I voted for Prince of Egypt, I'm okay. Like I said, group of the people.
Group of the people.
We listened to you. We moved them on. Space Jam against Beauty and the Beast. Space Jam moved on. Probably not what you wanted to see, Black, but
it is what it is.
Group of the people.
After the first round, I was all right.
After I proved my point, everybody moved on. We had Aladdin going up against Anastasia. As much as Anastasia is a favorite of mine, Aladdin, come on, bro. Robin Williams is a genie. Get out of here. And the group felt the they moved Aladdin on. That was your motivation. Princess is bad, dog. Just gotta move on. Mulan versus Bugs Life. Mulan moved on. Toy Story 2 versus Ants.
Money.
Not even a question. Toy Story 2 moved on. And then Toy Story versus Hercules. This one was tough for me. I voted for Toy Story, and Toy Story moved on. So thank you to the group for actually looking at that. So let's get back to this one. So now we have Toy Story versus Toy Story 2 to get to the final four. Mm-hmm. This is where I was like, here's where real Toy Story fans will show the fuck up. Because it takes a real Toy Story fan to know that this Toy Story 2 was a cash grab and Toy Story was the far superior movie story overall than Toy Story 2. And people were mad about it in the comments. They were mad about it. But the group, and I thank you guys, y'all were just like, Toy Story OG moves on.
OG all day.
Yes. Then
you did it,
move
guys.
up
You made a great
Aladdin versus Mulan. Mulan versus Aladdin. As much as I like Mulan, Aladdin had to move on, bro. Had to move on.
Yes.
EJ is here trying to fight for Toy Story 2 because of Zurg and 2 Buzz Lightyears. That was too much shit going on, man. That was like Rise of Skywalker stuff for Toy Story. They were just trying to throw too much shit in there. I'm just like, it's not it for me, bro. It's not it. Get out of here. Aladdin beat Mulan. Aladdin beat Mulan and moved on. We had Lion King versus Rescuers Down Under. And of course, Lion King ran over Rescuers Down Under. Tarzan and Space Jam. I low-key thought Tarzan was going to move on, bro. In my mind, I was looking at it like Tarzan, Phil Collins, everybody's. People moved on Space Jam, bro. They moved on Space Jam. I don't know if they're sneakerheads and they like the Space Jam. I don't know if they like the whole live versus animated joint. I don't know if it's Simpson here. Like, I love Lola Bunny. I mean, if you do, you do. That's what you,
hey, Lola Bunny.
I'm not here to judge.
Hey, let me tell you. I'll
Lola Bunny was what?
She was a baddie.
Lola Bunny was what?
She was a baddie. She was a baddie. She was. I'll give y'all that one. All politics aside, Lola Bunny was like, all right.
Lola could have showed up. Lola could have showed up and like some regular basketball shorts and hooped. She had to come in the you know what I'm saying? Lola knew what she was trying to do.
Yep.
Lola knew what she, and the fucked up part, you had all these teenage dudes in here, right? Teenage dudes watching this movie. Kids watching this movie. 10 to whatever, how age. Bro, Lola comes in and all of a sudden you just sitting there like, damn, she bad. She a rabbit though.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying?
Why am I attracted?
Lola.
Bugs
Lola
Bunny is the only person. Like Bugs Bunny is the only person in this universe who should be attracted to Lola and it'd be right. But everybody in the theater was just like,
what is wrong with me? Yeah. Shit.
Dad, I need to talk to a therapist because I saw a bad rabbit up in there.
That bunny was bad as fuck.
Anyway, so Space Jam beat out Tarzan. Go fig. So now you have Lion King versus Space Jam. And this, again, was no contest. Lion King moved on. Aladdin versus Toy Story, which was a little closer, but Aladdin moved on. So here we come to the final. The number 1 seed Lion King versus the number 2 seed Aladdin. First time in SmokePit history, the top 2 seeds meet.
Yeah. The one against the
group
two.
Still, the group went with I think it was Lion King. Let me double check before I say some shit, and then the people come at me.
I know I voted for Lion King. This is the first time I went against Aladdin because I was like, Lion King was that shit.
Oh, so Nala was better than Jasmine, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that shit at all. At all. I'm just saying I enjoyed the Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King. Yeah, Lion King won. Lion King wins the best 90s movie, animated movie.
Yeah.
SmokePit bracket. And I'm not mad at that. I would have been fine with either one winning. But again, I'm a big Robin Williams fan and all that good shit. So
yeah.
I think he voiced the genie. Nobody else should even attempt to voice the genie or be the genie. I felt some kind of way with Will Smith doing it in the live action one, but you know, he did the best he could do.
That he could.
The thing was, but
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Lion King won, man. So EJ, I'm sorry, but Lion Incest is the winner of the bracket. I know you didn't want that to happen, but it is what it is out here. We're a group of the people, and if the people want Lion Incest to be the winner, then Lion Incest is the winner. Lion King is the SmokePit's best 90s animated movie. Has there been a bracket for best? Oh,
that's a good idea.
Management, if you are watching, make this happen. Make this happen.
So we got two good suggestions today because somebody else was asking about a bracket for the best video game theme song, which I found very interesting. So that's 2 in one day.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If that shit ain't in Halo, we ain't this shit. If that shit ain't Halo, we ain't doing this shit. If y'all out here going to vote for some other shit like some Mario Bros shit, yeah, that's iconic. But stop. If it ain't Halo, we ain't doing this shit. Management, if you're listening and you're watching Management, come on now. Was Bebe Kids in there? JR, go sit down somewhere.
No.
Shout out to you though, Jason. JR.
No.
Anyway. So we're going to transition into, you know, I'm sitting here drinking this water and everything. Let me run to the restroom real quick. I'm going to come right back. You know what the next subject is. If you want to start leading in with kind of leading them into it. Cool, but I'm gonna be right back, bro.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna go when you come back. So for everybody in the group, now's the perfect time to take a break. So for everybody listening on the podcast streaming platforms, we're going to take a break. Everybody that was listening or is listening, y'all stay here. But we're going to hear from our sponsors. All right. So with that being said, how'd you guys feel about the winner? Did you vote for Lion King? Did you vote for Aladdin? And me personally, bro, like, that was a hard one. That was a good bracket. And shout out to everybody in the Smoke Pit that voted and made your voices heard. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for voting for it. It makes the brackets worth doing, really. So thank you for doing that. AD said I voted for Aladdin. Rob said I voted for Lion King. That's amazing. But you're okay with Lion King? Cool. Now, real serious question. And I'm thinking about proposing to management a bracket about best Disney princess. What do y'all think about that? Should we do a bracket on best Disney princess? Did we already do that? Or no? I don't think we did. So it is what it is. Oh, we should. Jen says yes. Best Disney princess bracket. How would that get weird? Y'all come up with the criteria. Hell yeah, I did. Listen to me. First and foremost, Jasmine was a baddie, bro. Bad AF. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first saw Jasmine, I was like, what, 8, 9? Something like that. But when I saw her, I was like, oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. I need my wife to look like that. That's my wife right there. That's wifey. I need it in my life. I want it in my life. Come put it in my life. That's what I was saying back then. But I think my wife looks like Jasmine. She's bad. That's interesting you say that. Yes, Joanna, it was the slanted eyes all the way. Only established princesses. Now, what constitutes an established princess? I want to know what that is. Boy, I need to close.
Guess who's Bazak? Back on the block with the
Guess who's Bazak? So while you were gone, I proposed a bracket.
There's 29 comments. What is happening in here?
I proposed a new bracket. So
to read.
Yeah, man. I was interacting with the group. So you go ahead and interact. I'm gonna go use the bathroom myself. I'll break the seal too. But I proposed a new bracket. So a new bracket that I proposed, and we'll bring this up with management, a bracket on the best Disney princess. Maybe.
I dig it.
Maybe not.
I dig it.
All right.
I dig it. What did the group say? I'm sitting here going through. I know that Robin Williams one is enticing.
It is.
Expand the female lead.
So the group is saying there has to be criteria. So what is the criteria? That's what I was getting out of. What is the criteria? Because
here's the thing. They're gonna try and bring in Marvel stuff. And I'm just like, well, Marvel.
Right.
The only one they got, I think, is Yuri from Black Panther. They're gonna be like,
right.
She's the daughter of the Queen of Wakanda. So is she not a Disney princess? You know? So
Right.
you want to keep it to the animated realm, the Disney animated movies?
I'm trying to let them establish criteria. So if they can establish criteria, we'll roll with it.
All right.
And we'll bring that to management. Now I'm going to break the seal.
I saw. All right, go ahead. I saw your comment, Jen. You're just like, aren't we management? No, we're the host. There's a whole nother thing for management. And we put this in place for the brackets because I was getting too emotionally involved in the brackets. Because I would do all this work, do a bracket, and I'm just like, why don't y'all love the bracket? You know, but it's cool now because I don't have to worry about that. We have another dude who's rolling with us. I don't want to shout his name out because I want to keep him inconspicuous. So when we say the management, just know it's not me and Black. It's another person. The wives, Stewie, I wish my wife would take some of the role of this shit, man. So only Disney official. I'll feel you, Rob. Only Disney official. So we talking about the animated movies, right? Animated movies. Now, if we really delving into it, listen to me. Are we talking about Princess Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph? Is she jumping in here? Is she jumping in here? Joanna already beat Punch. She already put the comment in there. Are we talking Princess Vanellope from Princess Ralph or Wreck-It Ralph? Can she jump in this? Okay. We'll see. Like, we'll push that up because that should be easy. But here's my thing to the group. How do we rank where the princesses are at in the bracket? How do we formulate their matchup? That's the biggest thing. Like, it's easy to find the material. The biggest thing is trying to rank it and seed them in the bracket. So what would be the way that y'all would want to do this? Princess Thermopolis. Nah, Taylor, we only talking about the anime shit. And plus, she was a horrible Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises. She was a horrible Catwoman. Horrible. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. Terrible. But yeah, so while he's gone, let me just lead y'all into, and I know we posted it in the group earlier. I need y'all to read this banner I have here at the bottom. I need y'all to read this banner here at the bottom. And just let this marinate before I share this screen. Right? I need y'all to just let this marinate before I share the screen. Because I know I posted an article about it, right? And some people feel some type of way about it. I don't know. I know I'm one of the older heads in here. When the original cartoon came out for this show, my little sister was all about it. She was like, this is my thing. And I was all for helping her. It's what none of us wanted. So if you're listening to the audio and you're not watching the show, first of all, you're wrong. Follow the show. Secondly, the thing we're going to get into is there have been behind the scenes photos of the filming of the CW's live action adaptation of the Powerpuff Girls. And if you're listening and you're like, what happened? What happened? All right, Rob, take care, man. Shout out to Rob. Yeah, like I said, you heard correctly. The CW decided out of nowhere, the CW was just sitting down. The CW was just sitting there looking at their DC universe, the shows they got, and they're just like, I know the Snyder Cut of Justice League came out. I know they had the Flash looking nice. I know we got the rights to the DC stuff, and we need Powerpuff Girls. So I bring to you guys behind the scenes pictures of the Powerpuff Girls live action. I need to see comments. I need to see thoughts. I need to. What are you guys thinking? How are you feeling about this, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, I was a fan of the original Powerpuff Girls. Cartoon Network tried to bring it back. It wasn't a good look. Nobody watched it, so it went away. The reboot of Powerpuff Girls. Now we have Powerpuff Girls in their 20s. And the premise of this show says the CW Powerpuff Girls series entitled Powerpuff, featuring the beloved 90s cartoon characters as Delusion 20-somethings, has begun filming its pilot in Atlanta. Huh. So
that's all there needs to be is a pilot. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is fresh, 2-day-old hot dog juice. This is horrible.
So hold on. Let me try to sway your decision. I know it's not going to work, but let me just throw it out there because we're all about embracing debate. So here's the question. What is the grown-up Powerpuff Girls show about? As Variety puts it, the girls, now in their 20s, resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. Will they agree to reunite now that the world needs them more than ever? So, yes.
Who the fuck needs them
as far as casting, the world, Craig. The world. I just read it. It's the world. The world needs Powerpuff Girls, Craig. The world needs it. So the cast, the only person I know is Dove Cameron, and that's because my daughter watched Disney Channel and she was like in a show on Disney Channel, and she played. Shout out to my sister Krista. Talk about how the dresses look like plastic table covers from Party City. And they do. These look super basic. So shout out to Pitmaster Nick Smith. He commented, he was like, I like how people are jumping to conclusions just from these things. We don't know if they're going to be in these costumes the whole time. We don't know if they have whole other lives and then they just come together. My whole thing is like, when you take cartoons and bring it to live action.
Oh, Lord.
On a series. The shit is 98% certified trash. Right? Am I right? Am I right in this? Black?
You are 100% correct. 100% correct. Bro, like.
Dove Cameron is Bubbles, right? So this is her as Bubbles. Who is this? Chloe Bennett as Blossom. I never heard of her. Like, I got to research. I just know Dove Cameron. She was on Disney. And then Yana Peralt, I'm guessing, I don't know if I'm saying it right, is Buttercup. And, like, I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to be more positive, more optimistic, because a lot of people were on my shit. Like, Willie, you hate everything. Mac, what don't you fucking hate? Every movie that you rated so low, you don't like anything. And I'm trying. When I tell you I try to be objective, but when you base your shit off of beloved cartoons, iconic cartoon characters, and then you do shit like this, and if it's bad, I feel like I have to say it's bad. Like, I feel like Coming to America. People were on me for Coming to America. Like, bro, like, it's good. You're just looking at. I'm like, bro, I gotta call a spade a spade. It was not a good movie to me, and I'm saying this is my opinion. I don't like this movie because of X, Y, and Z. If you like it, cool. I don't like it. You know, the only puff they getting is the one in the name.
You damn right.
Joanna, that is bold of you to assume that they're going to get a full puff from us at all.
That
is very bold of you to assume. You haven't even watched the show yet.
I don't want to watch
the show, bro.
Listen,
you're not going to watch it.
If this is your teaser, right? If this is your teaser to a show, this is the exclusive behind the scenes look.
But like, this is what you're releasing.
Yes. No, I'm not wasting my time on it.
Let me tell you guys this. Because we have this show and we have this weekly show, there are shows that I will watch where if we were not doing this, I would not watch.
Exactly.
But I will watch this to give you a review of how I feel about it. And I will not watch the entire series. Like, this isn't one of those things like WandaVision where I'm just like, I'll give it a couple of episodes. Out the gate, if this shit is trash, you can expect us
got 10 minutes.
Not follow through with. You got 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes.
You better hook me in 10 minutes because I'm on to the next.
Yeah.
I'm on to the next. My thing is this. Who asked for this? Like the banner said. Like the banner says.
No one. No, literally no one asked for the Powerpuff Girls. No one. There isn't a soul sitting watching this show or listening to this right now that asked for the Powerpuff Girls. No one was sitting on their couch was like, you know what we need? You know what'll do us just right in these times? The Powerpuff Girls. No fucking body said this at all. No one said this shit. No one said, you know what, we need. Like, if you wanted to give me anything.
Which one is the girl from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because I stopped watching it after 4 episodes. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't it. Like, now that Disney Plus is a thing, I can watch those shows.
It was.
Agent Coulson should not be the main character of a show because he is not it. Like, I like him in the movies. As the main character of the show, running a team, he's not it. But AD is like, this is clearly a COVID-19 quarantine-induced idea.
I agree.
Something outrageous had to have happened. Like motherfuckers was just like, because the reboot of the cartoon was unpopular. Why would you just be like, you know what we need? A live action version of the show that we tried to reboot animated that failed. So the live version will obviously do better.
It's gotta do good. No, it won't. It won't.
The villains in the cartoon, who's gonna be Mojo Jojo? How are you gonna animate Mojo Jojo? How are you gonna animate him? I saw a meme where they were just like, Little Nas X has to be him, the little gay Satan that was in the show.
Yeah.
It was Little Nas X has to be him. There are so many iconic villains in this cartoon. How are you going to make them live action? Or are you just going to be like, the Powerpuff Girls are taking care of like Marvel level threats? Like they're Avengers pretty much.
Then you're just killing the cartoon. You're just killing the cartoon. Like, y'all should have left that shit the fuck alone. Leave it alone. Let that cartoon be. Whoever decided to make this shit live action.
You heard they're doing a live action Thundercats, right? Are you ready for that?
Don't do that.
Are you down for live action Thundercats?
Don't you do this to me.
Did you not hear about that?
No, I did
Live
not.
action Thundercats? Yes.
Are they really
live action
that?
Thundercats, my guy? Yes.
Oh my god.
Not CW, but they're in the talks and they're trying to cast it and all that stuff. Live action Thundercats. Black, listen to me. Listen to me.
I can already see what's gonna happen. They're gonna have fucking Luke Cage as fucking Panthro, and I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, I'm going to lose my shit. Do you understand this? Like, they're gonna fucking have Luke Cage as Panthro, and it's gonna be fucking horrendous. I am going to. I would throw my fucking remote at the television if this shit comes into fruition. And I know it is. I already know it is. Without even going too deep into casting, I know this bald-headed motherfucker is about to be Panthro, and I'm going to fucking hate it. I am going to fucking hate it.
Bro, you almost had Crown Peach come out my nose, man. That shit was this close. I was like, no, I can't waste this shit. I can't waste. I too am skeptical. I will give it a shot. Like I said, because y'all tune in to hear our reactions from shit, I'll give it a shot. I will watch it. I will watch Powerpuff Girls. I'll give it a good pilot episode. And if the story ain't hitting, because I mean, it's like, how do they age? They were already born at 5 years old. Now they're 20, like, so they age. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is going on here? It was just a cartoon. You're trying to make this shit something that it wasn't intended to be. Like, they don't grow up.
Exactly.
They stay in kindergarten.
Exactly.
They're just age.
Exactly.
But I'm willing to see what the fuck's going on. I'm willing to see what the fuck's going on because I'm willing to, again, be like, shit's trash. And I'm willing to hear everybody be like, Mac don't love everything. He hate everything. And I don't. I love shit. I'm just the dude that calls out stupid shit. I just call shit. I call a spade a spade. Why is that so difficult for people to understand? I call a spade a fucking spade. It is what it motherfucking is. Exact. Thank you. It is what it is. But moving on to our next topic. Mortal Kombat is coming out in 2 weeks. I thought it was coming out the 15th. I got excited. I double checked the website. It's like the 23rd, I think. 20. It's the next Thursday, it's the next Thursday. But that brought me to, because I keep seeing the trailers. I keep hearing people being excited about it. And it made me think, like, will there ever be a good video game movie? Because HBO Max, say what you want, I don't think they really put out a. But have they been dropping nice shit?
Not all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So they started out with Wonder Woman 88, right? Was that nice? Wonder Woman 88 was trash, right?
Dumpster fire.
Next thing they came out with was, what was the next movie that was like streaming live and in theaters? Tom and Jerry? What was the next thing they had?
Oh, that came out before Wonder Woman. But that was also trash.
What was that?
So
what was that? What came out before?
Versus Kong? Tom and Jerry did.
Godzilla vs. Kong was after Wonder Woman. Tom and Jerry was last month, dog.
No,
like Wonder Woman 80.
I thought it did.
No, it didn't. Nope.
It didn't? Oh.
Nope. It came out like, no. Like HBO Max has been dropping shit, and everybody was just like, oh shit. Like everybody was like, Wonder Woman, nah. I don't know what else came after that. Then Tom and Jerry, then Snyder cut of Justice League, which was okay. We talked about that. And then they dropped Godzilla Kong, which was okay. We talked about that. But I mean, there hasn't really dropped anything that was just like, damn, fuck. You know,
but
like
this is a great telltale though. So if a movie, if HBO Max is like blatantly disrespecting these movies coming out in the theaters too, but like we just gonna put this shit on our shit. This is like the hood slang for like we bootlegging this shit, bro. Like this shit is trash. We think it's trash. We're gonna bootleg it because if it comes out,
talk to me real quick about The Little Things, because that was another movie they put out that I forgot about. That was in between Wonder Woman and whatever.
I haven't watched that movie, but I haven't watched it. But my mother watched it.
What have you heard about it?
It's pretty good. My mom says it's pretty good, so I owe it a watch.
AD says it's good. So I'll check out Little Things. I'll check it out.
Okay.
You talk about shit is fun, bro. I'm gonna put this on here so it's recorded for YouTube and Facebook.
That is
Facebook and YouTube purposes. Shit was fire. AD, how many puffs would you give The Little Things? That's what I want to know.
1 to 5. 1 to 5 puffs. Where does it rate?
But until he puts that in there,
if he's smart, it's probably like a 4. But
because if you throw 5 in there, we talking classic shit.
I don't even give movies 5 puffs. Okay,
but talk to me real quick about. Okay, talk to me about. Do you think we will ever get a good video game movie? Black. Do you think we'll ever get a movie where fans of the game watch and be like, "Hey, this is good," and also people who don't play the game go watch the movie and still be like, "This is a pretty dope concept. This is a good movie." Do you think that'll ever happen?
I think, and me and Coley was talking about this a couple weeks ago. I think if Halo comes out with a movie, and they explain it in the sense that they need to explain it, it would be a great movie. So I think if they did that, but that's probably why you haven't seen a Halo movie yet. And I'm hoping that's why you haven't seen a Halo movie yet, because the right story has to be told with this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to be the right story. And even if you're going to if you're going to unmask Chief, if you're going to take the helmet off of him, then it has to be the right person. Which Coley explained to me. He was like, if Chief takes off this helmet and it's Steve Downs, I'm satisfied with that. And I was like, you know what? That actually kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That the person that voiced him in the video games is actually there in the movie. That would make sense to me. I would love to not see him unmasked, but because that is part of his mystique. Forward Unto Dawn was okay. It was all right.
Josh, let me tell you this. When we say a Halo movie, we're talking about Dr. Halsey going to find John as a 6-year-old and that whole thing coming up. Forward Unto Dawn was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like movies where there's already a chief established and he's already CGI'd and he has it. Like I'm talking about Halo from the ground up. What was the first book?
Reach, I believe, was the first.
Is it Flow? Reach? The Fall of Reach was not the first book. First Strike?
I thought Fall of Reach was.
I don't know.
First Strike.
It might be.
It's First Strike.
But
I thought
that's the level. That's the level we're talking about. That's the level. It should be the first. It should be the first book. Because in the order of chronologically, you know, Reach happened before Master Chief was a Spartan. So, like the fan base of Halo if you fuck this movie up, because we're already pissed that Microsoft and 343 Studios is fucking up Halo Infinite. We're already pissed at that. So we're sitting here like, if you do a movie, I swear to fucking God, if you fuck this movie up,
yeah,
I think it's just so hard. Like, what does Stiff say? I don't think we'll get a good video game movie from a good video game. Reason being because if the story in the game is good, there's no motivation for them to allow it to be reproduced. And that's kind of where my mind gets at the point where like how
that's a good point.
Yeah. And Stewie, shout out to Garrity. He's like, you can't unmask Chief because everybody who has played the game in their mind has an idea of what Chief looks like. And if he takes that helmet off in a movie, it's your whole everything you thought Chief was is gone. You know?
Right.
If it's Steve Downs, I ain't gonna be mad. You know, but what's this dude look like? Am I gonna believe Steve Downs?
That's the only way to do it. Right. That's the only way to do it and not have people pissed the fuck off.
Spartan. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
EJ says, look at Witchcraft, huge fan. Yo, Josh, shout out to Josh. Would you fuck with a Red Dead Redemption movie?
Oh, I actually would. I love that game. I actually would fuck with a Red Dead.
You played the second one? Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah. I still play that shit.
Nigga, Red Dead Redemption 2? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like Kevin Hart. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. The production and the effort that went into making that game, put that into the movie. I don't want to see an Assassin's Creed. I used to love Assassin's Creed. I fell off a little later. But when they made that movie, I was just like, what is this? Resident Evil. I'm like, what is this? What other video game? Doom. What is this? What would be tragic?
Joanna,
a Halo
fired,
movie? Joanna, what you talking about?
Yeah. You are fired. The fact that you've never played Halo makes you fired. You're not qualified for this conversation.
Here goes Garrity jumping on here. I would be down for a Destiny movie. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I fell off Destiny. Like, I was on Destiny 2. I fell off, and I'm just like, and bro, trust me, I love Bungie for what they did with Halo. They went to Destiny. I don't know what they're doing over there. They're fucking Destiny up. That's just me. They're fucking Destiny up. And I have not been back to Destiny. Netflix is doing a live action Division movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain, I believe. I know that their cast is the two main protagonists. I don't know how I feel about that because I'm just like, video games have a way of telling a story that it expands years and stuff because they have downloadable content. They have time to tell a story. All this in Hollywood, they're just like, we got to tell this movie and time out. Bring that back up. Bring that back up, Black. Bring that back up. Bring that back up. A good Metroid movie. All right, Goonie, I'll humor you. Who do you see being cast as Samus? Who do you see being cast as Samus in the Metroid movie? And then we'll come back to that. All right, Jen, go ahead and bounce. Mom duty. Hey, handle that shit. Do your thing.
Yeah. Pleasure having
Warcraft,
you on, Jen.
like I said, EJ. Yes, always. Your shot glasses are coming, trust me. EJ brings up a good point. Warcraft had like the biggest audience ever. And I don't know. Their movie was not what the people were looking for. look at Goonie. He's like, oh no, don't put that on me. Megan Fox and Samus? He's trolling. Get out of here, AD. Get out of here. Garbage changed my mind. Josh, ain't nobody here trying to combat because you be playing Warzone all the time on COD, and not everybody be feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes their games. You know, I know people who roll with Destiny. I'm more of a Division dude. This weekend, though, because Outriders is on Game Pass for free, I'm about to download that and jump on Outriders and see how that goes.
You know what game I've been playing lately?
What's
Shout
that?
out to Kay Likes to Play, because she streamed this shit the other day. It Takes Two. That game is actually fun as shit, bro. It's really fun. Like, I downloaded it and played it because I watched her play it.
Do you play with somebody? Do you play with somebody local or?
Yeah, me and my son play it locally. So it's just like just us two talking, like, you do this, you do this. Like, no, you got to go here and do this. Like, that shit is fun, bro.
I heard about it, but I was like, it's better, if you know the person that you're playing with, it makes it easier.
Yep. Hold on 1 second.
Old girl from Light Out at. All right, go ahead. What you do? A DJ? Oh, he muted his shit. Anyway, why like here's the question I want to leave y'all. Why does it seem so hard to get a good video game movie? That's the thing I want to ask y'all. Like, there's a whole storyboard, there's a whole script, there's a whole all this. Why is it so hard for Hollywood to just take that shit and just make it a fucking movie? That's the weirdest shit. That's the shit that makes it hard for me to understand. Like, there's a whole story, there's a whole lore, there's all this already for you to take and make a movie, but you guys don't do it. Like the developers, they come up with the script, they come up with the characters, they come up with the lore, they come up with all this stuff, and they give it to Hollywood, like, make this a movie, and Hollywood's just like, nah, we'll do our own shit. And then we get trash. We just get trash. I don't know. I do not know. But here's to Mortal Kombat. Fingers crossed. I hope that it does well. I hope I'm not wishing. This is recorded. This is on record. So you guys are like,
I want them to do well.
I don't. Yes. I want them to do well. I want Suicide Squad to do well. I want DC to be a force in the movies. I want it. I want it because I want DC to be a force in the movies. So Marvel is like, we got to step. I love competition. It's like video games.
Yeah.
We had NBA Live from EA Sports, and we have NBA 2K from 2K Sports. NBA Live went away, so now 2K just does whatever the fuck they want, and the games are trash. We had NFL 2K from 2K Sports, and we had Madden from EA. 2K Sports went away. Madden is trash. Like, if we don't have people making competition, people get stagnant, and they're just like, well, this is what we do, and this is the only option for people. So if they like superhero movies, this is what they watch. And DC has the best villains fucking ever. The villains fucking... Side note, before we move to the next shit, did you see the shit I posted? Michael Cera's Joker? Michael Cera as Joker?
Not enthused.
I tried to find shit to be like, this is a fake ass post. I could not find shit. If Michael Cera is the Joker and we got Jesse Eisenberg as fucking Lex Luthor, fuck.
You know who they should have cast? I don't know his name, but the dude from Shameless who played the Joker in Gotham, like, that guy should be the Joker in the movies.
Who is that?
Because he actually did a great job. I don't know his name.
I'm exposing myself. I tried to watch Gotham, but I'm just like, I'm not that excited about the adventures of Jim Gordon. Like, motherfucker, where's Batman? Like, I'm here for Batman. Jim, you're a regular ass dude. I love you. I love what you do as being a commissioner, but I'm not here for this. Bring Batman out. And then side note, my wife watches Shameless. I don't. Like I'm just like there's so many shows that I'm watching right now.
Seven
I
is
just can't
hilarious.
go. What is it? 7 seasons and shit? Like is this just the functional family for 7 seasons? Like what? Like I need
Yeah,
shit.
but
I
that shit
need.
is hilarious.
I mean,
That
cool.
shit
It's
is
hilarious, but
fucking
I'll get
hilarious.
around to it. I'm sure I'll get around to it.
Not Bruno
Yes.
Heller. Cameron
It's a
Monaghan.
good show.
That's his name. Cameron Monaghan. That's who plays the Joker in Gotham. But
Let
he
me
needs
ask you
to
this
play
before
him
we move on.
on the big screen.
Let me ask you this before we move to the next shit. Jim Carrey. What did you think about his role as the Riddler in Batman Forever?
He was good. He was good. I would have much rather seen him play the Joker.
Do you think that's what I was going to go to? In this WB release with Robert Pattinson as the Batman. I saw the trailer and I liked the trailer.
Right.
What if Michael Cera was the Joker in this Batman movie with Robert Pattinson? Would you be cool with that? Would you like in any world? Would you be cool with Michael Cera as the Joker at all? In any world, in any universe, in any Earth number, whatever, could you see Michael Cera being the Joker?
I could see myself in a parallel universe traveling to another parallel universe to slap the shit out of myself for liking that version of Michael Cera. That's how much I don't want to see Michael Cera.
Oh shit! I'm not a big fan of Michael's. Like him and Scott Pilgrim, I will die for. I will go to war for him and Scott Pilgrim. I will go to war for him as the Joker. I'm just like, hey, let's calm down, guys. Let's calm the fuck down. And then I saw that, like, I'm trying to find facts to make it fake. Because I'm like, we just had a standalone Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, and he killed it. Some people don't agree with it because they're just like, no, you know, I'm true to the comics. Cool, whatever, you know. Fuck with the comics. Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker in that Joker standalone movie, I loved.
Amazing.
So,
amazing.
Michael Cera, are you trying to do another standalone Joker movie? Because we just had one with the dude who won a fucking Oscar for Best Actor for playing the Joker, and you're just going to try and do it again with Michael Cera? Like, I'm just trying to find shit for people to look at me and be like, this is fake news, Mac. This is fake news. Don't believe it. This is a fan-made poster. No, I'm just real. Like, cool, okay, I'm fine. Stop it. Is it real? Did you find shit to say it's real?
It's real. I haven't found nothing that said it's fake.
You better not be in this new Batman movie where Robert Pattinson is like breaking motherfucking shit for real.
Bro, if he's
like this
in
is
this
the closest
movie,
shit to an animated Batman shit. Breaking arms and fucking doing real Batman shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could fuck with it. But yeah, we got so on to more news. I know a lot of stuff has been covered on DMX throughout the week. A lot of news has been reported earlier, and then his manager comes back and confirms it being fake news and back and forth. But I think today everybody has verified that DMX has passed away. Rapper DMX has passed away today at the age of 50. And I go ahead. I mean, Mac as a rapper, as an MC, I would like for you to talk about this before I talk about it as just because you could talk about it as both a you know, somebody who delves in the same art that this person
Right.
was involved in, and also as a fan. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead and talk to me about that, man. How does this make you feel? How did it feel when you first heard the news when it was official? Because I know a lot of stuff throughout the week was like he died. No, he's off life support. No, he is. And then today it's been confirmed that he has passed away at the young age of 50 years old. Man, how do you feel?
I'm actually kind of sad about it. As a fan, I'll speak to it first as a fan. As a fan of DMX, his way of conveying his pain, and not hiding from it, and just putting it all on a record was just so bold, man. It was so bold of him to show that side of himself on an artistic front, to just lay it all on the line. And then there's moments, like being a fan of his, there's moments to where, like, being such a fan of his, like I watched like the Iyanla Fist of My Life, and just exactly how much pain he had been dealing with, how much pain that brought over to his family, just in the pursuit of, being an MC and what that entails, and traveling the roads, and of course his addiction that he's been very open with and struggled with, and all the arrests that he's been through. And it's just, as a fan, it was sad to see him at times in the state that he was in, but he never hid that. You know what I'm saying? He never hid it. It was always, this is who I am. This is who I am. Love it. Thank you, EJ, for tuning in, man. Peace out. But he never hid who he was as an artist or as a person. And being that he did have so many demons, like, the thing that struck me the most about him was, like, he had all these demons, but he was still holding on to God the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I have all these problems. I'm reaching out for God, help me. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was so bold to him. So as a fan, I applaud him for everything that he contributed to not only my life, but so many others. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I know for sure didn't like rap music but love DMX. You know what I'm saying? And the way that he was able to convey that message that he wanted to convey was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? There will never be another DMX. Never. You know what I'm saying? There will never be another DMX. As an artist, though, that is the type of shit I aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, just putting, like, conveying your emotions is hard for a lot of MCs. So for an MC to actually to be able to convey their thoughts and the shit that bothers them the most and put that on a record, bro, like, and he did this time in, time out. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I aspire to be. Because it's that type of energy that gets people to fuck with you on very high levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man, as an artist, this man went to a concert and it looked like a literal sea of people in the audience. Every one of them knew his song. Every one of them, from front row to way on the back, they can't even see this motherfucker, but they can hear the music and know it's playing, and they singing along. Like, that type of shit is the shit you want as an artist, not even a hip hop artist, like just a regular music artist. This is the type of shit that you want. You know what I'm saying? So, he was what we all should aspire to be as artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put it all out there. Not to mention the emotion, but he actually had he actually had bars, you know what I'm saying? And he could actually tell a story. He was very versatile as an artist. He could tell a story, he can convey emotion. He can get into some street shit if you needed it, you know, and he can make it relatable to pretty much anybody. And that's what you want as an artist. Like, and I would argue when DMX was at the top of his game, I would argue DMX was probably better than Jay-Z at one point. At one particular point, like when It's Dark and Hell is Hot was out, you can argue that version of DMX is probably better than Hove, bro. Like he was high. He was high on that level. You know what I mean? Like, and doing it at that level and still being who you are as an artist and still saying, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. I'm gonna use this platform to make my message very loud and clear, and I'm not gonna be ashamed of who I am. I'm gonna stand firm on everything that brought me to the dance. And for that, bro, I salute him, bro. And that shit made me a real hard fan of his, man. Like, and to see him go out like that, it's poetic in a sense, you know, because he's never been shy of who he was. He always laid it out there, but it always made people worry. Like, if you were a fan of his, you always worried that this would be the outcome. It's sad that it is, but as sad as it is, man, like, I celebrate him. You know what I mean? Because DMX was one of a kind, man. He really was one of a kind. And I hate that I never got to give him those flowers for not only making me a fan of his, but I approached my art in similar ways. So for that, I do want to say thank you to DMX. Thank you for shining your light on us all, brother. And may you be at peace finally. May you rest because your work here is done, man. Thank you for everything.
That's good words, man. That's good words. I can only speak to it as a fan. But as an artist, the way you described it, saying he was presenting his story and presenting his life to the people in a way that was not the norm. Right. Aggressive, raw, real. Like his first album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I don't think there's one song where he's bragging about cars, jewels, women, and like it is just like the hood. This is life. This is me. This is grimy. This is how I made it. This is, bro. Like life ain't all shiny suits and Diddy and dancing and Cristal and like this is hard shit out here that we're doing. And he made a whole album about hood shit, real shit, street shit, grimy shit, and it sold. Mm-hmm. And people started realizing, like, I don't know if they realized it more of, hey, this is what's catchy, to more of, hey, this is, I gravitate more to this because this feels more real than what I've been hearing. The whole Bad Boy Diddy shit, Rockefeller shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is from a Jay-Z fan. When you said what you said, where you were like, when he was in his Dark as Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood zone, where he had 2 #1 albums in 1 calendar year, which is unheard of, never been done before.
Unheard of.
He was better than Jay-Z at that time. And this is coming from a Jay-Z fanboy. Like DMX was giving me shit that Jay-Z was not giving me. Like Jay-Z was like, yeah. And you know, I got the Lex, the chains, I got this. He was real slick. I love the wordplay of Jay-Z, but I'm just like, this dude DMX is just like, I am speaking on behalf of the people who haven't been heard. This is shit in the hood. This is what's going on. And off the bat, like anybody who passes away at the age of 50, me as a 40-year-old, I'm looking at this like, bro, that's 10 years for me. That's 10 years for me right now. I could not have, in 10 years from now, departing this earth, having children, having a wife, having family, having all this left behind at the age of 50. Like that blows my fucking mind. Also, the fact that, bro, the things he rapped about was like next level stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His skits where he do the whole Damien skit where he's battling between the demon and the angel. That's real life shit. Like people struggle with that between doing good and evil and the good side of their conscience and the bad side of their conscience being like, yo, bro, they were looking out for you. You got to look out for yourself type stuff. DMX was, and you posted a video in the group where he was doing the Rough Riders anthem, and the crowd that was there, you couldn't see the end of it.
Crazy.
You couldn't see the end of that crowd. Word for word, bar for bar, they were rapping his song. Whether they lived it or whatnot, they knew the words to that song. So a part of it has to be like, hey, they hear what he is saying. Now, maybe they're just drunk. They're just there because it's a popular song. But the fact that he was able to bring street shit and make it commercial, so the voices of the people in the hood can be understood and heard by the masses, bro. And I was talking about this story in my live before we started the show. The only arrest on my record, I was 17. I was trying to cop. I sold two CDs. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I went into a Fry's Electronics. I'm embarrassed to say it. Went into a Fry's Electronics, picked up 2 copies of the CD, went into their little home theater sample area, took the wrappers off and everything, tried to put them in my back pockets of my pants as I'm walking out. And as I'm walking out the store, little, probably about like 5'2", 5'3", white blonde chick stands in front of me, and she's just like, excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about the CDs that you have in your pockets. And I'm looking at her like, in the quick math in my head, I'm just like, I'm about to truck this girl and I'm about to beat the fuck up out of here. Right. And as I'm debating this shit and I'm about to make the first step, like, I'm just like, you ain't gonna stop me. You know, I'm gonna cross you like Iverson. I'm out. The biggest hand in my life that I've seen grabs me on the shoulder. And I turn and look, it's like a 6'5" black dude. I mean, and when I say he grabs my shoulder, it's like he grabbed my shoulder down to like my forearm, and then his thumb was like down to like my tricep. And I'm just like, you got me. You got me. So, then, the cops come, they take me to the holding cell. My parents come, and it's a whole thing. And I'm glad it happened at 17 because, like, when I turned 18, you get to seal your juvenile record. Because that's the only reason I'm in the Air Force, because I sealed that. The Air Force was just like, well, we don't have any records of it. I'm just like, hey. But I mean, because his music was that impactful, bro. Like, I'm just like, I don't have the money for this shit. Like, I want it. I don't have it.
Right.
But I need to hear this music. And people may be looking at me like, oh, that's not a good look. That's a bad influence. But it's because, like, he was speaking on some shit that I didn't know about, but I wanted to know about. Like, that's the side of rap nobody hears about. At that time in the 90s, everybody was like, hey, I got a Lexus. Hey, I got Cristal. Hey, I'm popping this. Hey, I'm doing that. Hey, He was like, motherfucker, I'm out here grinding. This shit is hard. I'm killing niggas to make it.
I'm robbing somebody.
Anthem. Stop, drop. Sit them down, open up shop. Oh, no. That's how rough. I'm just like, bro, this is the hardest, realest shit. And the fact that he was willing to put that much of his life out there for people. Because, I mean, he had money. Mm-hmm. He could have been living the fancy life. He could have been rapping about all this fancy shit. But he didn't. He was trying to keep it real for the streets, real for the people who didn't have that representation. And yes, he ran into issues with the law, with drugs and all that stuff. And I know this comment, somebody put a meme up in the group, and shout out to my homegirl, Sonia. She put that meme up. It was like, God, what are you doing? We asked, take Little Nas X, not DMX. And I was, I felt some way about that as far as, don't bring Little Nas X because he ain't asked for this shit. There's no way he should be involved in this stuff. And he's expressing himself and he's doing his shit. Nobody, like, if you like his music, cool. If you don't, cool. Just don't listen to it. Don't bring him up and try to crucify him for making music you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he ain't your bag, cool. Move on. Listen to your next shit. He's making music for his fans. But it's sad to hear somebody go at 50, man. Especially when you get up to the age, like, what are you, 38, 39? I'm here at 40. Like, bro, that's not far away. That's not far away. Nobody wants to leave at 50.
Not at all.
Nobody wants to leave at 50. So shout out to my homeboy DMX. Like I said, I was playing this shit during my live. I'll continue to listen to his records. A lot of people may come back and be like, his records weren't really positive or whatnot, but that was his life. He was speaking his life, and that's all any artist, any fan can want from an artist. Like, bro, when you drop your album, like when your shit drops next week, I want to hear true shit from you. Anybody, like when MRK releases music, I want to hear true shit from MRK. When E. Smitty releases music,
let me
I want to hear real
shit
from E. Smitty. I hear shit. Go ahead.
Let me tell you this one thing. This album, I'll tell you now, this album ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. And I know that I can say that confidently. This album ain't for everybody.
Right.
There's gonna be some that don't like it, and that's fine. But like DMX, like, my art is my art, bro. Like, I'm telling the story I want to tell. So I will be unapologetic about that shit. And DMX is
from your experiences. And every artist should live and revel in that shit. Like, I have the ability to record a project that speaks about my life. And people who be like, oh shit, I don't agree with that. Well, this is how I grew up. I'm letting you know what life is like on my side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you don't agree with the topics that are coming up, cool. But I'm making you aware of, there are people who will go through life to this point where this is the only options we have to even make a decent living, to provide food for our family, to do this, to do that. And DMX did that. And the fact that it was so embraced by the commercial side, like Lose My Mind, and everybody's just like, Lose My Mind is his biggest, like, but that video you posted when he did Rough Riders Anthem, where he was talking about the grimiest shit. And I'm just saying, based on the optics, that whole crowd, majority Caucasian, white people, word for word, knew his shit. He is putting it out
absolute shit when that came on.
Shit. That is the shit crazy. Where I'm just like, bro, when you struggle and you, because he didn't till 99, he's damn near 30. He's like, now people are hearing my story. Like, I've been struggling this shit for 30 years. Now people are just like, oh no, that's how Rough Riders roll. And shout out to Swiss Beats to be able to compliment, to figure out a way to produce a beat, a flow of music, some kind of fucking, a whole thing for DMX to be able to spit his real shit on, for it to be that. Like Rough Riders was it. Rough Riders was that shit in the 90s, early 2000s, and bro, like, it hurts me that he is gone. It hurts me that
it does.
I know that probably consequences of his actions in earlier years led to this. But no matter how I feel about what he used to do and what he used to be on, nobody should be gone at 50. Nobody should be off this earth at 50 at all. And it hurts my heart. And to hear you as an artist and also as a fan speak those words, it means a lot. And it speaks a lot to the impact that he had. And I mean, we could probably have the rest of that filling roster on here: Wiz, Mark, Smitty, Clint.
Yeah.
You know, and they would all probably have amazing things to say about how X influenced them. You know, I was hoping that the thing that came out today was like another fake news shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, they came out when they came out with that report that his brain function hadn't improved at all. I knew. I was like, it's
yeah,
over. Like I started
time is coming.
I
Yeah,
started making my peace with that shit. Like it's about over, man. Like once the brain goes, it's pretty much a wrap. And he had been that way for a while. So once I knew the result of the last one wasn't good, I started like thinking like that's it, man. Like he ain't gonna make it. And then sure
bracing
enough,
yourself.
today came. Yeah. Today came and it was like, yeah, he's gone. Facts, man. We need to start appreciating our legends now. You know what I'm saying? Like we do.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to you,
Sherone.
Chief.
Hey, Chief coming out saying we need to start appreciating our legends now. And that comes into play because what I've seen lately, and it's kind of a trend. And I used to be in that boat. A lot of people who are hip hop fans tend to try to shit on the current artists coming up or new artists coming up, saying they're not good. A big thing I noticed was when Little Nas X did this shit. They're like, my generation Nas, and then it's Nas Escobar, right? Nasir Jones.
Right.
Your generation Nas X wearing the neon pink cowboy suit at the Grammys, and they're trying to show him. And I'm just like, bro, he's just doing what he feels is right. Like, this is how he, like, lets himself be. This is how he lives. Yeah, this is how he conveys himself. Exactly. And Nasir Jones, this is how he conveys himself. Like, just because you like one artist more than another doesn't mean you have to shit on the artist that you don't like. Like, if you don't like him,
Right.
cool. Don't listen to his music. You don't have to shame him. You don't have to. And because this is me. I used to be that dude that's just like, 21 Savage is trash. Kodak Black trash. This dude trash. This dude trash. And it's like, they have a whole audience that fucks with them. There's people that fuck with you, people that don't. So if you don't fuck with an artist, just don't listen to them. You don't have to down them. You don't have to downplay them. Now, where I will kind of speak up is like if there are new school artists who are just like, I pop all the perks, I pop all of this, I pop all of that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna speak out about that shit because that's the shit that kills these new school artists.
Yeah, it's killing.
Like,
yeah, it's killing.
That's why that's why Smoke is gone. That's why you know what I'm saying? Like, be smart with what you're doing, but I'm not gonna sit here and literally just shit on a person because they make music that I don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, 21 Savage is popular. People fuck with 21. The people that fuck with 21 probably don't fuck with Jay-Z like the way I fuck with Jay-Z. People that fuck with 21 don't fuck with Rakim the way like I probably fuck with Rakim. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to start. I want everybody to live their best life. If this is how you express yourself, express yourself. If this is how you live, that's how you live. Do your thing. But DMX, like, he shouldn't be gone at 50. That's all I'm gonna say. No. He should not be gone at 50. And I hope, and like you said, he inspired you. I hope that other people that he inspired continue to put their music out as real as raw as they want it and let people know the life they came from. So it's just not all Cristal and fucking shiny suits and Dior and Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is real out here, so that's how I feel about it, man. Rest in peace to DMX,
Hell
man.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the grand champ.
I'm gonna tell Alexa to play fucking bro. Say it again, man. Say it again because it's The music he gave us was something different that we were getting.
Yep. Rest in peace to the grand champion, man. Like, you did your job, bro. You did your job. Well done. Be at peace.
Facts. So, ending on a lighter note, Pitmaster shout-outs. I want to say shout out to Pitmasters Eric and Jen Johnson. I feel like they should probably be getting a shout out every week because the shit that they do to help us out is amazeballs. She sent us $50 to the Dad Feeling account to help with the shipping to get you guys the shot glasses that are coming out. And then they just continually do. Yeah, she cashed at me personally. She was like, here's the shipping, and only $10 of this is for an extra glass. So that's why they're getting 3 glasses, because both her and EJ are Patreon members. And then they want an extra glass, so they're getting 3 glasses. But then the extra $40 was for shipping, which is dope. I'm just like, they just continue to do stuff that blows my mind. And I appreciate it. I know you appreciate it, because I always tell you, I'm just like,
oh yeah,
boom, this is what they do, and you're just like, oh my god,
yeah.
But shout out to Jen Johnson, EJ. I know they put mounts for mom duty, dad duty. Hopefully you guys come back and see this and you hear the flowers that we're giving you. But also, did I shout this out earlier? My man Nick Smith. I know I put that call to arms out there. Pitmaster Nick Smith. We got him up to 2,400 followers on his.
Congratulations.
And then his girlfriend, Jennifer Birch, I posted that, and we got her up to 4,500. So I'm going to just tell y'all this now. Expect us to rally up as a community to boost up the following of members in here all the time. And I'm going to let you know, Black Mac, you are on the list. We got your followers up on IG, and you know the Dat Feeling podcast IG account. We'll get to that. The Dat Feeling YouTube account. We'll get to that. I'm looking at people who got stuff to offer. If you're doing stuff in the community, i.e., Nick and his girl Jen, doing the cosplaying thing for the kids in the children's hospital, building up their morale and stuff like that as they're combating terminal illnesses.
That's dope too,
bro. We got to get them some shine. We got to get them some shine. Yeah. We got to get them some foliage. We got to get them out there so people can see the good work that they're doing. Black Mac, you're putting out good music. You're doing this. You're also like, we got to get you some followers. So if you're listening to this and you're a member of this group, let us know what you're doing. Let us know what your passions are. Let us know what's going on, because we got some people who are down to ride and support you in this group. And it is a beautiful thing. This community we have in the SmokePit podcast fan group is something that I never imagined.
It's awesome.
That
it is awesome.
Like, I don't say awesome that we can lead or whatnot, but to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is an amazing thing to just put a post out and be like, hey, a member of our group is doing this, and it would help them out if we can get them to this number of followers. And within 2-3 hours, 30, 40 followers added. They're just like, done, added, got you. We got you, Mom. We got you. And I'm just like, bro, this gives me hope for humanity. This gives me hope for humanity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Pitmasters. Like I said, your shot glasses are coming. All the Patreons will make sure they get out to you. Just make sure when you get a message from the Patreon, Dat Feeling Podcast, when we're just like trying to QC your address, you hit us up, because all we're going to do is just send it to the last known address that's in the Patreon and pray that you get it. Yeah. Which for the first shipment, it worked. So we'll send the next shipment out, and all the Patreons should get it. And like I said, if you're listening to this and you need to see the video, because we posted the shot glasses, I'll do it again. Whoop, shot glass. SmokePit. Good stuff. We have 22 glasses left, $10. That covers the price of the glass plus shipping. So yeah, it gets to you within about 2-3 days. So
Yep.
That's the whole thing. So that's all I got. That's a shout out. Everybody is doing a great thing. Please do not be afraid to post your side. I don't want to call it side hustles. Your passions, the things you're passionate about, things you're following in the group. Because I, for one, will support you both with the platform and also financially to an extent, right? Because I still got shit to do. We still doing shit here. But I mean, I have no problem like subscribing to your shit, $5 a month, whatever it is, Twitch, Facebook gaming, YouTube, whatever it is you're doing. Like I will subscribe to that shit. I'm down with $5 a month, whatever. It's just one Big Mac meal less a month that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'll contribute to this shit. So when you look at shit that way, it makes it easier to fucking subscribe to shit, right? Like they're just like subscribe to Twitch for $5 a month. And I'm just like, that's one less fucking extra value meal at McDonald's.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't need that
exactly.
shit.
So that's where I'm at. And that's where my man is at. We are here to support. Ask Brian Rex. We be in his shit throwing stars all over the place, bro. As Kay likes to play. Her shit throwing stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying.
Stars.
Kay likes to play. She gets stars. Stars for all my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there. So if you got something going on, let me know. Max said he buy my next gym piece. You know what? Fuck it. Depending on the price.
Let's do it.
I will buy it. Cause he be letting me go to his gym and live. So if it's something that'll let me get some gains, I'll be down. He already there. I ain't equipped for that in my garage. His garage is equipped for that shit. So I'll be there. What up, goons? Shout out to you, man. What else you got going on, man, before we get into final shots and thoughts, man?
Let me shout out my pit masters who are also Patreon subscribers. Again, we re-up for the month. Yes. So let me shout y'all out. Shout out to Joanna Gaines, Samantha Marie, Sharon King, Chief, shout out to you. Shout out to CJ Reed, Jen Johnson, shout out to you. Shout out to Brian McCoy. Shout out to Calvin Smith. Shout out to Angel Vargas, Stealthy Q, and Doc. Michael Pinto. Shout out to all you guys for re-upping for the month of April. For Pitmaster Sharon King, I need your address. And Samantha Marie, if you are in here, I need your address as well because I do owe you guys patches. So send them out to me so I can get you your patches. For Stealthy Q, Brian McCoy, Angel Vargas, and Pitmaster Casey Pikett, your patches are on their way to you right now. So hopefully you will get them either tomorrow or maybe Monday. So shout out to all you guys for supporting the brand. If you do want the patches, again, you got to go to Patreon to get them. So subscribe to the Patreon. You will get the patches. Even if for a month, you're supporting the cause. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Also, shout out to Pitmaster Rob Gibbons because he has been dropping some hilarious shit. His Alone and Unsupervised. Them shits is fucking hilarious. Shout out to you for that shit.
So he came here to Luke and he was chilling with me and Jedi at the Det, man. And that dude is a national treasure.
Hilarious.
Rob Gibbons is a national treasure. He is amazing, bro. Like I love him.
Yes,
and like I said, I love where the group. I love where the group is at. I love the members in the group. Shout out Tim Deckard, our resident DC fanboy who will go to bat for DC above everything.
Oh, on that note, shout out to Pitmaster Francisco DC too, because he is also he is my co-host on Wrestling with My Thoughts.
Is that out for the public yet? Is that out for the public yet?
No, it's not out.
I don't want to give too much. Bro, y'all got to listen to this shit because the last 20 minutes or so of their podcast, he tried it. I'll let you know, he tried it. DC tried it.
He was going to bat. He was going to bat.
They was all swings and misses. Like I was with him for a little bit, but then when he was trying to justify certain shit, I was like, oh, he just reaching. He reaching now, but that's dope. So yeah, we did his shot glass. He was like, hold on until he gets settled in his spot. But so we're holding on to your shot glass, Francisco. I mean, you've been a day one, that feeling forever, $1 subscriber. So yeah, like I said, next shipment of shot glasses are going out tomorrow to all the rest of the Patreons. I just had to make sure that the first batch was like it worked. So now that it worked, next batch is going out. So expect everything. Everybody, every Patreon should have a shot glass by this time next week. And I'm gonna want a shot,
full participation,
like a video. I want a video like we did for the 1,000 shots. I want all that. I screenshotted and recorded the last one where like about 7, 8 of us got on. This is just for my memories. This is just for me. This ain't for like no promotional shit. I just want to look back when I'm like 80 and be like, we had a dope run. We had a dope group of people that was around. So that's what I want. But what you got for final shots or anything? That was a good shout out, man. That was a good shout out.
Thank you. Final shots again. My album will be dropping next week. So Bandcamp it. You know what I'm saying? It will be dropping next week. So Bandcamp that shit. Let's get it. Again, I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware that not everybody may like this album, but I would appreciate it if you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of what I think. I think this is my best work, like for real. And shout out to MRK because he made me sound great with his mixing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the homie for that. Shout out to that feeling for giving me the opportunity and the space to be as creatively free as I needed to be to do something I really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the team, MRK, East Smitty, Wiz's Beast, Clint Taylor. Shout out to Henny P. Shout out to everybody in that feeling, man. Like I appreciate y'all, man. More than y'all know. Y'all got me to pick up a pen again, and I hope it's worth everybody's time. So I appreciate it.
The 2 singles I heard, I know it's worth it. The 2 singles I heard, I know it's worth it. The joint with Black is Beautiful and the joint with you and E. Smitty, shit is ready. It's ready. This is the time for music like that. You know, if you fuck with it, if you don't fuck with it, either way, your voice is getting put out there, and your view and your perception of life is getting put out there. If people fuck with it, they do. If they don't, you know, they feel how they feel. But true to yourself, bro. True to yourself.
Yes, sir.
You know, I keep seeing shit like this. Motherfuckers be like, yo, meet and greet in Vegas. Like, if it was physically
anytime after April 15th,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love
my second dose. I'm down. Once I get the second COVID shot, I'm going out in the world, bro.
I got my Pfizer, the first dose Pfizer, Thursday. And
oh yeah,
you know, I'm feeling good. But again, it's one of them things where they're just like, well, you already had COVID in December, so this you're probably not gonna get any side effects or anything from this shit. Yeah, you know, and it wasn't, you know, so I'm feeling good. A coworker of mine got it, and you know, she was on her ass. She was just like, I ain't gonna be able to come in today, and I was like, you know, it's whatevs. But yeah, so April 30th, I get my second dose, and then, you know, me and Apple both have our doses. Kids don't, so I'm be like, y'all got to stay home. We traveling. Money. Money. Is there going to be hard copies of the album, or is it all downloadable stuff from Bandcamp?
It's all going to be downloadable. But what I will do, I will put this out on Bandcamp.
Yep.
And we'll see how that goes with Bandcamp. And then it may be available publicly on all the streaming platforms. So
yeah,
who knows? I'm still debating that. I'm still debating it, right? Like, do I want to keep this exclusive to Bandcamp, or do I just want to put this out in the public? So that may be a game day decision.
No, I mean, right. I would just say, I mean, it's out there on Bandcamp. I mean, if they want to hear it, I mean, here's the thing. All y'all got to do, subscribe to Bandcamp, $3. Listen to the album. You'll be able to download it, right? I don't know if
Bandcamp is worth your time, bro.
Yes.
Subscribing to the Bandcamp is not well worth your time.
Yes. Yes. That is the best way to put it. The amount of music on there, the amount of artists who are going to come out with new music. Like I said, my man Mark Sox has already put out 2 new albums this year. Every week has a new single out. Black is coming out with stuff. Smitty is working out with stuff. Itis, the group, is coming out with stuff. Wiz is working on stuff. Like it is worth it, and this music is not going to be out there. I will say, I know I posted that I'm all about these lo-fi beats lately. The best lo-fi hip-hop album I've heard is 10 Mil Tony by Wiz's Beast. I want to share stuff
That's my favorite album.
But this is a band
in the catalog.
I will probably share a couple of songs from that album. Yes. I will probably share a couple of singles from that album with y'all. I wish I could share the whole album with y'all, but I need y'all to come to Bandcamp and support the dude, because the amount of work he's put in to make this album what it is. Like, I just can't give that to y'all for free. So I'll probably let y'all dabble with a couple of singles from that, a couple of my favorite singles, and then let y'all come to Bandcamp and hear the rest of this stuff, because it is lo-fi is my shit. Like, that is how I get work done. When I get to work, I just put a lo-fi playlist on. It chills me out. I focus. I get work done. That's how I do work here when I'm editing podcasts and stuff. It gets me through. So, bro, I just looked at this shit. Are we at like 3 hours live? What are we doing?
Yes.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We
need to get the fuck out of here. We need to get the fuck up out of here. I know the bracket was something different, but I mean, the way y'all participated and jumped in this bracket, we had to give it its due and talk about it. So we did that, and participation has been lit. I love it. Everything is great. I love what you guys are doing in the group. I love the participation. I love the interaction.
Yes.
I love. Let me stop, because all I'm gonna do is just keep saying the same shit. Y'all make this shit what it is. Y'all make it what it is. Me and Black do well. Management comes in. They throw in some brackets. I will say management does talk to us before posting shit, but me and Black are not management.
We are not.
Let me just say that. We
are not management.
And Black are not the management. When you see the post from the Smoke Pit, that is not us. Okay?
That is management.
We're not bougie. It is somebody we know. Like, we didn't hire somebody to be our management. It is somebody in the Dad Feeling Podcast Network who is running that. But it is not us, because we wanted it to be a objective, outside, third-party person. So that's what we got going on there. But that's all I got, man. Glasses are on the way. OCP patches are on the way for those who are in the military and want to represent the Smoke Pit on your Morale Friday. Those are coming. Stand by for prices on those. But we got some stuff, man. We are investing. Me and Black are investing in this community, in this podcast. And as long as y'all stay active and are looking forward and are looking, you know what I'm saying, like anticipating things like that, we'll continue to look for things to give you guys, to provide giveaways and to give you guys the, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. Like,
yep.
I have no problem doing things for you guys, as long as you guys, have the interest and want it. Like, we're here for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All day.
All day, every day. All day, every day. The only problem we have is our wives, who be like, so you just gonna keep buying this shit and not, like, we ain't getting the money back? Like, babe, just trust me. It's an investment. It's an investment. The shit will pay off. Yes.
It's gonna work out.
That is the hardest shit to explain to a wife. Is like, so you just put in this much money in the shot glasses. Where the money at? Like, babe, listen to me. Listen, Linda, listen. This is like, I haven't bought shoes in months. Consider this like money out of my shoe budget, which I already didn't have.
Nah, Con be like,
they might.
Yeah, they might. Con be like, how are y'all paying for all this stuff? I'm like, don't even worry about it. You don't want to know.
Verbatim Apple shit. So these glasses, how y'all paid for them? I was like, I paid for them. How is? Are you like breaking even? I was like, we will. Like, you got to look at the long game. Yeah. You're looking at the short game, baby. You got to look at the long game.
That's my shit. That's my shit too. Like, you got to put money in to get money out, babe. Like,
babe, you trying to play checkers when the game is chess, babe. That's what you're doing. Like you Queen's Gambit, babe. Like, it's Queen's Gambit. You saw the show. You know how it works. That's what I'm on right now. I laid down in bed and I'm just looking at the pieces fall into place. It'll work out. Yep. It'll work out. Yeah. But that's all I got, man. That is all I got. What else you got from Black?
Nothing, man. I just appreciate every single one of y'all, bro. Like, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this show what it is. Thank you for making this group what it is. Thank you for making this network what it is. Because without y'all, we wouldn't be shit, bro. We'd be still funny, but we wouldn't be, with an audience.
Facts, big facts, big facts. Without further ado, if there's nothing else, I am the illustrious homie Mac, aka your boy.
And I am bred like a king. Matus Kelvin Cayley. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Smoke Pit. Have a great weekend. Go out, be productive. Love each other. Rest in peace to DMX. Later.
Yes. Peace.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night. Come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit. It's time for us to show off. It's been a long week. Come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions. I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac.